Nah, we good.
Like everything that's.
This is already cold as it is. So.
Yeah, it is.
I'm saying, my man had this on chill.
Yeah, I did. I threw it in the fucking the freezer, brother. I mean, fuck, bro. What the fuck am I gonna be doing, dog? All right, I think it's game time. You ready to go?
Ready to go.
Can I get a moment of your time? Smoke a little, life's a game of chess. Drugs, guns, Hooters got me on the run. Let me shine a little light. Can I get a moment of your time? Smoke a little, life's a game of chess. Drugs, guns, Hooters got me on the run. Let me shine a little light. I grew up on the 50s, I love my whole city. Got the little ones with me, I ain't going back to prison. House with a yard, I get my own unlocks, I walk my own yard. I'm Figueroa filthy, where I come from, dog, everybody's filthy. Get your hands dirty with them concrete burpees. Beer runs and licks, my heart was made, dog, with every single brick. Legend in my own, I get my little shine on. Got a house loan, I see a hater smiling, broke with a mouth full. Run with my ninjas, used to gun with my ninjas, used to split top ramens on the hood with my ninjas. Can I get a moment of your... Check 1 2 1 2. Is everybody in? Is everybody motherfucking in? Welcome to one of the sickest podcasts on the motherfucking planet. You can bet your bottom dollar on that bitch. Yes, sir. You can bet your bottom dollar on that bitch. I mean, what does it mean when they say you can bet your bottom dollar? What is the bottom dollar?
The bottom dollar is like the grimy one that's underneath, man. The one that took forever to actually was either the beginning of it, the stack. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the most important one because that's where it started from. If any of that shit made sense.
That's some old school game right there, homie. I swear to God.
Grimy is that fold out dollar like you had in your pocket for years, bro.
That's that day one right there.
Day one.
That's that day one right there. I see everybody tapping in right there. Everybody lighting up that motherfucking chat line. The Goonies, my goons, are on deck. Yes, sir. It's motherfucking hump day. All right. Damn. Today, man. Whew. I gotta take a drink real quick.
Salud, bro.
Before I get into this shit. My G.
Gracias. Thanks for having me.
My brother. Hold up. All right. There we go. Did you hear that? Boom. All right. Today, we have a guest like no other in the young history of Hoodstocks podcast. Whew. Sometimes the word legend can tend to be used loosely. Not today. This man sitting across from me is a bona fide legend. Don't play with it. If you look up at the sky right now, the stars are aligned. Yes, sir. Look at that. Oh, that's a ceiling fan. The East Coast got ODB. Well, out here on the West Coast, Hold up. One more time. Out here on the West Coast, on a Sunday afternoon.
Ooh.
Hey, DJ.
Hey.
It's time to get Latin active.
Ooh.
Homies, dip into my ride and give it up for the West Coast legend, the great, the powerful ODM.
Hey.
Woo.
What up, Lux? Man. I'm gonna need that, bro. I might use that. I might put that on my show tape. That intro, just with your voice alone, bro. I never had an intro like that before.
My G, man, I don't even know. You should have had hundreds of them, bro. You know what I mean? Because you, dog, man, dog. Thank you so much, my boy, for being here, brother. For me, it's an honor, brother. It's really an honor, dog, to have you. I mean, to be in the presence of greatness, bro. And I'm not trying to butter the fucking biscuits, but homie, check it out, bro. I mean, give a motherfucker his flowers while he's still here, not when he's gone. We hear this shit all the time, brother. We hear this shit all the time, my boy.
I like that.
You know what I mean? And my utmost respect, brother. Flowers, everything, bro.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Love, homie.
Appreciate you.
Whew, what you've done for the culture, my G. What you've done for the backyard boogies, my G. What you've done for for the hood, the homies, bro, is like no other, bro. You know what I mean? You the classics.
Timeless.
Timeless music, bro. You know what? Timeless music, bro. Bro, did you know you were making timeless music?
I didn't. I knew I was making newer, how do I say, break the door down, never been done before. What I mean by that is the culture, like you said it. First ones to really, step out on the floor, step on the court with it, man, and test the waters, and it happened.
Ooh, man, and you, I feel like we might be jumping too far ahead, but sometimes you just gotta go with the flow, dog. Bro, what you and DTTX did, bro? I mean, you were doing hip hop, bro. I listened to that shit, those songs, bro.
Yeah.
Those albums, bro. It's fucking hip hop, bro. It's not Chicano rap to me, my boy.
Right.
To me, it's not Chicano rap, homie.
Right. Thank you.
Now, these are Chicanos, homie, but I mean, when I think of Chicano rap, I think of a different type of style, a different type of genre.
Right. Well, we could talk about it because it was definitely, we were labeled. It was labeled.
You were still labeled, even though in my eyes and some of us, because back in the day, bro, mind you, bro, me coming up in the early 90s and shit, homie, gangbang culture, all that shit, bro. I mean, a lot of my hood wouldn't fuck with some Chicano rap, dog. They get that shit, homie, and that CD, fucking tape, whatever the fuck it would be, dog. It fly out the window, bro. We wanted the gangster shit,
right.
but lighter shade of brown, bro. They got a pass in the hood, bro, because that shit was knocking, bro. Them barbecues, homie, all that shit, But
we had to prove ourselves. Definitely had to prove ourselves. We had to work harder, not because of we were new booties in the game, but it was because our skin. We were lighter.
100%, brother. I mean, who was before you? Was it Kid Frost, Mellow Ace, and then you guys, right? You guys were before Cypress Hill.
Yeah, well, yeah. And the order was Mellow, Frost. Well, no discredit to Frost because Frost was doing it in the 80s, but we're talking as far as like his mainstream, Mellow, Frost, lighter shade of brown, first group.
Damn, bro.
First group.
How the fuck does that feel, bro?
It feels amazing now because I'm reaping the benefits. Like, I'm just like, geez, like, I got 8-year-olds singing my songs on their daddy's shoulders at shows. That's when you make timeless music. When your kid is up there and knows lyric for lyric. And then I got my 4-year-old son singing our daddy's music. Now, I might be biased because of that, because that's all he hears, but that's all he wants to hear is daddy's music. But when you go to a show, and again, you see just these kids in the front row, that's how I really look at it, man, because I'm passing them good music. I'm passing them the torch, the throne, whatever you want to call it, and say, hey, gracias to your dad for passing down our music to you, just as my parents passed down Smokey to me, Robinson, and all the greats. That's how timeless music is shared and it lives on forever. Yeah.
Let that shit breathe.
For real. When I die, those flowers, I'm going to die with them. But you know what? One thing that lives on is music. And our music, I think, if Art LeBeau lives another 30 years, he's still playing Sunday afternoon because it's timeless.
Yeah. Okay. Can we start this interview now?
Oh, let's get it. Let's get it.
Let's get it, dog.
Shout outs to everybody, though, man. Hood Stocks, ODM, Lighter Shade, RVG Fam, LSOB in the building.
Hell yeah, dog. So, and I mean that, it's all, this is crazy, bro. So first off, brother, so I want to say congrats to you and your wife.
Gracias.
On the new addition.
Thank you.
To the RVG fam, brother.
You're going to make me get emotional already. We ain't only 10 minutes in it. Thank you.
Proud papa?
Very proud. And mama.
Yes. I mean, I watched the YouTube channel, the RVG fam.
Yes.
And the energy you guys have, man. The love. It's fucking transparent, brother. You know what I mean?
It's everything. Like I posted yesterday on my Instagram, I said it starts with us. There's a picture of me and my wife with masks on. There's a family of 5 behind us. Well, total. As a foundation, you start and you build it within your home, and then you spread that love. First, everything is love to your family. And those that are underneath you, or your kids, will absorb that love. Your kids are a product of you. So.
Yeah, no doubt, bro. in which I've kind of like learned in a late stage of my life in regards to what you're saying. Our kids are a product of us.
Yes.
So, I mean, my young ones are getting the best of me this stage of my life.
Right.
You know, we're getting a little older, bro.
Sure. Not old, older.
Older.
That's all that means.
Yeah. You know, older, wiser, smarter.
That's right.
Better decisions. Mm-hmm. You know?
That's why I waited till I turned 40, man, to get married and settle down and have kids. I wanted to wait, but go ahead.
Nah, bro. I mean, I've talked about this before, bro. I didn't start maturing until I was like, 36, 37 years old, brother. Anyways.
But you did.
Yeah, I did. I was, I'm one of the, I'm one of the few guys out backyard where I come from, bro, that was able to have the chance to do that. And every day I thank God, and I'm very blessed, brother.
And you know what? It takes a strong woman, too, to hold you down, have your backbone.
100%, bro. My woman, dog, to deal with me, bro. Oh, my God, dog.
Preach.
God damn it, dog. I thank her, bro. I said, love. I really, like, thank you. Like, just rock with me. You know what I mean? We're going to get this shit in. You know? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Like, I'm going to get you that new BMW next year, this time. You know what I mean? I got you, love. Just let me do my thing. Hold, you know what I mean? Just bear with it. And she has, too, bro. She has, dog.
Well, proof is in the pudding, man. You're showing it right here.
Yes, sir. Thank you, brother. So I don't usually do this, and I told you before the podcast, and I'll be 100% transparent with you know what, like I said with you and also with my viewers. This time around, we have ODM right here, and I kind of wrote out what I'm going to do in this interview. So bear with me, fellas, ladies. I want to give you my condolences, brother. Bobby Ramirez, DTTX. My condolences to you and the whole LSOB family, brother.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. So how did you two meet, bro? And so it's a two-part question I got for you. How did you and Bobby meet? And how did you form the group Lighter Shade of Brown?
Let's see. You want the long version?
I want the long version.
Because I tend to go long, man.
Yeah, I want the long version, brother.
So Bobby and I, that's what I call him Bobby. We met back in, I want to say 89, 90. No, we came out in 90. It was 89. And at first, before Lighter Shade of Brown was created, man, I was working a solo project. And my manager at the time, he was shopping me a solo deal, right? So Melo Mayonnaise was out with Mentirosa, doing great. He said, look, man, I want you to be the first Chicano to come out, man, and just represent, you know what I'm saying? West Coast to the fullest, do your thing. At the time, I had a 3-song demo done, working on it. He was shopping me. We almost had something with like Warner Brothers Records, and I think it was Capitol. And the next thing I know, boom, there's a song called This For La Raza, and this Kid Frost that comes out, right?
Yeah.
Facts. So then I'm like, okay, cool. He calls me the next day. He says, look, man, all right, I wanted you to be the first, you know what I'm saying? Brown and proud, Chicano art. My manager was black, by the way, but he knew, like, the Latino scene, because he used to do a lot of parties back in the day, promotions, whatever, long story short. He knew the music. He knew the culture. So his whole thing was to create from scratch, bro. And he says, look, all right, this is what we're going to do now. We're going to flip the script. We're going to hurry up and find you a partner. You know what I'm saying? So I had a DJ at the time who I was also put together with. His name was DJ Fabe Love. And he was the third member. If you look on the Brown and Proud cassette or CD, whichever one you own, the tallest one, that's the one, that's our DJ, okay? So he knew a homie he went to school with, right? Now, I was going to school in Riverside. Bobby and Fabian went to school in Rubidoux, about 10 minutes apart, you know what I'm saying? Long story short, he goes, I know a guy, little homie, he raps, whatever, little clown, you know what I'm saying? Like, he got this voice. He's always rapping like all these different people's songs and covers, but he does them well. And I'm like, can he rap on beat?
Yeah.
Because that means something to me. Like, you got to be able to rap on beat. You know, because a lot of cats weren't doing that. You know, like people were just rapping and just calling themselves rappers. And you know, bro, being an MC, like you take that seriously. Like this is my craft. Like this is my livelihood. This is what I do. Like I'm used to being in Cypress and whatnot. So I had never met this kid dude in my life. So finally he brings him to the forum, I don't know, I forgot where we met one day, whether it was in LA or out in this way in Riverside. But he was like, look, this is D, whatever. And, you know, we sniffed each other out like pit bulls, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, homie, what's up? You know, whatever. But, you know, just like anything, we was cool with each other. And then, but when we got in that booth, when we started writing together and we wrote one song, we wrote two songs, we wrote three songs, I would go in the room, I write my verse, he go in the room, he write his verse, and then we just put it down on cassette, 4-track cassette. Shout out to Jammin' James, one of our producers, man, who recorded us. And the chemistry that we had on the freaking track, bro, it was out of here.
Yeah.
It was like, because he had that voice. You know, everybody would hear his stuff, be like, man, he sound like the Mexican Eazy-E. And that's what he was, like, they called him that forever, but it stood out.
Yeah.
He had one of those unique punchlines. And to me, you know what I'm saying, I came with them lyrics, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was ready to cypher anyone. I don't care any day, you know what I'm saying? So freestyle, like I was more the freestyle one. Like we go on tour, whatever, like I'll be the one, like still, I don't care. Like I do this for the art. But that's how it was, man. And we worked our demo for 1 year. And then we finally, we got signed with Quality Records, which was an independent label out of LA.
Yeah.
And they had we became label mates with, you know, Angelica, South Central Cartel.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? And Timmy T, he had a couple pop joints, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Freestyle days. You know, he had that one, what was it? The Time After Time. What was the Timmy T joint? One More Try. That's what it was. Yeah. That fool, I was like, damn. That's what's up. I'm on the right label. So
yeah.
That's basically how we met, bro. But I mean, you know, it's like anything. It's like a marriage. When you put two people together, bro, you have to learn to grow to like each other first before you can, you know, work with each other, I think.
And you guys were able to form that chemistry with each other.
We were, man. On stage, in the studio.
You know, I was listening to some of your music today, bro, and I was listening to just your verses, bro. You know what I mean? Of course, I'm listening to the whole song, but I was really, really paying attention to the way you fucking just you're flowing. And mind you, everybody's got to think that back when you were the era, the time, the beginning, homie, the beginning of almost hip hop, bro. You know, bro, you were just in and out of that bitch, that pocket, bro, the flow, the lyrics, bro. Your shit was just like, it was quality. It was top, homie. You know what I mean?
And I'll tell you why. Because I grew up on, and you're going to be like, hell yeah. Because I know you, bro. We about the same age.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? West Coast. I mean, I used to walk to school in the late 80s and recite, you know what I'm saying, Lottie Dottie, Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh, man, at least 2 or 3 times. By the time I finished it the third time, I was at school. Used to walk to school every day and do that. And then I got into LL Cool J. He had the I'm Bad album, Radio I'm Bad album. And then later on in life, I started listening to NWA a couple years later. It seemed like so long, but really it was like a couple years, you know, before West Coast really started popping. And, you know, I listened to the Rhodium tapes, you know what I'm saying, and DJ Battle Cats of the world. And, you know, like I said, Eazy-E, and he came out with Dope Man and whatnot. I gotta tell you my Eazy-E story later when I first met him when I was a kid. But all the greats. And then when I got to 9th grade, bro, it was more East Coast. Like I was Rakim.
So
Big Daddy.
That answers my question in regards to your technique, your lyrical fucking technique, your delivery, brother. You know what I mean? Because you know, everybody's always talking about, okay, that's West Coast hip hop, this is East Coast hip hop. Then that makes sense, bro, because your shit was more like just like technical, bro. You know, you were a technician on this fucking track, bro. You just fucking picking it apart. You dipping in and out of the motherfucking pockets, homie. You got the fucking lyrics, homie. Your lyrics aren't no motherfucking just like, you know, ABC type of motherfucking lyrics, bro. You spinning some shit, homie.
Right. And I had to, because those who I looked up to, That's what I learned from.
So who
That's
was? So you said Rakim, LL Cool J, Lottie Dottie. I mean, who was you?
My top two is Rakim and Big Daddy Kane in that order.
Yeah, I mean everybody and all the greats from that came up from that era. I think those are their top two as well.
Definitely.
Yeah,
because they were more battle style rappers. Now I can't discredit Ice Cube, and that's man. Like West Coast, obviously he's the god.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they weren't really freestylers. They weren't cyphers. They were gangster rap. You know what I'm saying? Like they're the ones who took me to the streets. But Rakim and them they were more battle rappers.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. So
my wife, side note, my wife hates it when I do this because I don't know how to open cheese. Like these little string cheeses. I guess it's got a little thing you're supposed to do that, but I just buy it. And she goes, "You such a dude, man. There's a way if you could just do that." I do that shit. Maybe it's on the Paw Patrol ones, man. But anyway, go ahead, bro.
That's that savage. That's that savage. Like,
I don't string it, bro. Hey, my bad, because I just eat it like that.
Yeah. Nah, bro. You know? I mean, I'm a little upset you're eating like that, bro.
Hey, you eat string cheese like that?
It's called string cheese, homie. String the shit, dog. Stop playing with it, homie. But you know what? Check it out, dog. My fucking 4-year-old daughter does that. And she's a little savage, though, bro. You know what I mean? She's a tough one, bro. She beats up the older ones. Yeah. And she fucking, you know what I mean? And watching you eat that is reminding me of her because I say, love, it's called string cheese. Just like, whoop, look at that shit. Look how cool that is. You know what I mean? And the one older than her likes, you know, pulling the string. But hers like Snicker bar status.
That's
you know what I mean?
The funniest shit I ever heard. It's string cheese, ODM. Give us a big like right now, man, if you eat your shit like the way I do. Like, yeah.
Give the homie a thumbs up. Shout out to everybody tapped in right now. We will get, I see a lot of, I always interact with you guys.
What's up, Derek? I see you. Derek Malord. Man, he's a big LSOB fan, Melon.
Yeah, Little Mark, Pascual Lopez, what up, my G? Woody Blazing, look, it's a black and mild, my boy. You know what I mean? Michael Hernandez, Bop, Gas Monkey, what up, my G? Everybody tapping in. I see all you motherfuckers. CPT for life, whoop. I see you, homie. Steve, what up? John, what up? Everybody tapping in. Michael. A lot of love. I love you motherfuckers, dog. Always holding the motherfucker down. Look at there goes a thumbs up right there. Boxer Cali 909, what up, G? Yeah, Derek, what up, homie? So check it out, bro. 1990.
Good year.
Brown and Proud. 1994. Lane in the Cut. So my question is to you, bro. Why did you wait 4 years, bro? Because 1990, you guys blew, right? Was it a sudden blow or was it a gradual blow? Because I know in my hood, it was Highland Park, dog. You guys were, you on rotation, homie. You were on rotation, homie.
Was that how far apart our first two albums were?
That's the dates that they say, bro.
I think you're right. Hold on. No, wait a minute. We skipped an album.
Did we?
We skipped an album. We had Brown and Proud in 90, and then we had Hip Hop Locals in 92.
Okay.
And that was the one that had Homies on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
How the fuck did I? You know what?
It's okay.
Typo, my G. My bad.
It's okay.
You know, so you guys, when you put out Brown and Proud, bro.
Right.
Like, how quick did that change your guys' life, bro?
Let me tell you something. Again, going back to my manager, when he constructed this album, he said, look, I want you to write an album. I want this record to be something that your culture is going to identify with and relate to.
Yeah.
Okay? And I'll give you a quick example. Like Will Smith. I said, he brought up Will Smith one day, and he said, I want you to write me a song like Will Smith's Summertime. You know, you see the video, they're at the park, they're in the rides, they got the girls, they got the homies barbecuing on the grill.
Hold on real quick, brother. Was Summertime before?
Yes.
Damn.
Not like years, but
right. Okay.
Right as we were about probably like a year prior.
Damn.
Yeah. So when he said that, I was like, okay, bet. Well, let's do an oldie, you know? So he goes, this is what I want you guys to do. I want you to rap over Crystal Blue Persuasion. I want you to rap over On a Sunday Afternoon, The Rascals. And Jam and James are going to put together this, and then I want you guys to write exactly that. So I said, okay, do it like you guys would do it. Your gente. Okay. I said chill. All the bottles in the park stay ill. Playing, what else we do? We play horseshoes. You know what I'm saying? Carne asada lamping on the grill. Like, that's how we do it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all eating ribs over there. We eating carne asada over here.
Yeah, hit that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Hit
so
that
now
shit.
we eat. You know what I mean? The cops cruise by looking for the booze. But what Ruben had was plain and simply
apple juice.
So that was it. Now, the reason why I said apple juice, I was young, we were kids. Like, there's no way, man, you 16 rapping these lyrics talking about drinking. Because he wanted us to be this, positive, like we thinking about the kid that's my age that's listening to. We want to set an example.
I don't think you could have ever used something different than apple juice, bro. I never really even thought about it.
I could have probably said Gatorade, but now I'd have to get a check.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Apple juice was the... that was it. I never thought about it. Why did he say apple juice? Why didn't he say King Cobra? Why didn't he say Night Train? Why didn't he say Boone's Farm? You know what I mean?
The thing was, we tricked the cops, thinking it was beer, but it was. We popped the cooler. It was apple juice. What you tripping on? As you were.
My G.
You know what I mean? So we wanted to just kind of like, we fooled the cops one time. Boom, let's go on with our barbecue. So anyway, what I'm saying is just concepts like that, bro. We did a song called on Brown and Proud album called Pancho Villa. He wanted us to, talk about a revolutionary leader on our album so we can give some type of, shine to our culture as far as, our leaders that paved the way. Well, okay. Long story short, I go to the library down the street. I read up all this, on Pancho Villa. We get the track, we lay it down, boom, lyrics, we mix it, master it. It comes out on the album, and then we start doing the Mecha shows at all the colleges. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to UCLA and from here all the way to Berkeley, bro. You know what I mean? Cal State LA, and all the Mecha shows that we did. And anyways, they would come up to us and they would school us, bro. They'd give me like an ass. And hey, bro, like, that's his story. You ain't rapping his story, you rapping his story. I go, who's his story? The white man. Bro, you can't talk about Pancho Villa out of book. You know what I'm saying? Like, you, come over here, brother, let me educate you. And then boom, there's where I got corrected and I got educated on the real thing, man. We're to the point where I was marching because they didn't have Chicano studies at UCLA. So I was marching with Raza, with the Metro, to go up there and fight for it.
Yeah. I mean,
Chicano studies.
Yeah, no doubt, bro. I mean, I get it. Someone's incorrect. Correct them if you know better, but you're always going to have them motherfuckers, bro.
Always, bro.
It doesn't matter what you do,
But
bro.
I was a kid, man. I was 16 years old. Remember that.
Exactly.
Think back when you were at that age and you're just learning, bro.
Is that how old you were?
I was 16 when I wrote Brown and Proud, bro. Yeah. Think about it. Chavalillo. I left my junior year, you know what I'm saying? Getting shunned from all the brothers, that I was bragging to. Yo, man, I'm about to have a record deal, this and that. Man, when we see you on MTV, man, then come, come brag to us, whatever. Guess what?
MTV.
That summer I was on MTV. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was at school, man, first period with a single right here. I said, what? Hey, bro, now what?
What the fuck were they saying now, bro?
Like, homie, you got it, whoopty whoop, and this and that, whatever. But,
I mean, back then, bro, hip hop was taken very, very strong, bro. You know what I mean? You just couldn't be a brown brother, dog, and just thinking you just gonna come in on this shit unless you were dope, dog. You know what I mean? And being the fact that motherfuckers were very few, like we said previously, brother. You know what I mean? We said Malaman Ace, we said Kid Frost, and Baba. You know what I mean? Here comes these 16-year-old motherfuckers with them heat rocks, bro. It was probably a hard pill for some of these motherfuckers to swallow, bro, that you already on the charts.
Facts. And mind you, I'm thinking about this particular crowd. They bumping Heavy D and the boys, and they got their little Gumby haircuts. Remember the ones they used to wear? And
the one you had one on the video too.
No, that was the new kids, bro.
No, I know. I just fucking with you, bro.
Don't talk about, everybody for this day, people talk about the bowl cut on the Sunday afternoon video.
I just look at it like, homie had the flat top, homie.
I was like trying to impress mama.
He had the Mexican flat top.
I was trying to impress mama, bro. Mama was at the shoot. I want to look all hardcore for her. That That was kind of funny. I would go back though and change that shit if I could.
Nah, bro.
But we were sponsored. Cross colors, man, were the things. So they shot us some cross colors, bro. So I ended up rocking that.
Nah, that was fresh, bro. Back then, that was hip hop. That was what was in style, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what people related to, bro.
Yeah.
You know, so when you got the homies are already fucking with you, dog. But that was kind of like your, you're kind of like crossover to the brothers. You know what I mean? You know, like, oh shit, homie got the brand new cross colors on.
Yeah.
Whoop. I mean, motherfuckers always peeping style to this day, brother. Style is everything.
I think you hit it earlier though. You said I didn't want to be labeled, especially the way. From the way we rap, from the way we dress. Chicano rap was labeled to us because, it was Mexicans doing it. Mexicans, y'all Mexican, y'all Chicano rap, and blah, blah, blah. And then it got to the media, and then it got to to different labels. And I'm like, man, I'm just hip hop. I'm just rap, But I learned the culture and to rap about it. A, number one, like I said, my manager introduced me to it. And B, remember when the brothers were doing Black on Proud, and De La Soul and Tribe Called Quest, and they were all rocking the African medallions. Those that didn't wear the gold chains, you seen them rocking like De La Soul. Look back in their old videos, you'll see them, the African medallions and signs and whatnot. So my like, you need to represent, put on for your people, man. So I was like, okay, cool. So sooner or later, we was rocking, 5,000 seaters at Magic Mountain, green, white, and red, all up in the stands, man, with the flags. We had the green, white, and red shoes, the hats, and the airbrush shits. And we were out there rapping, bro. We did a show with Marky Mark over there at Magic Mountain. And the second show, because we had two shows, Marky Mark Wahlberg, and the Funky Bunch, man, we went on stage, they were rapping. And when they went on stage after us, because he headlined, they were throwing quarters at him. Because he took his shirt off and this, he did his Calvin Klein thing, and all the ladies were loving it, but all the homies were just like, get that shit out of here, man. Like they were there for the homies. Yeah. So he came backstage the next intermission and said, hey, bro, this is your crowd. Yeah. I'll open up for you on the next one.
Ooh.
On the next show.
That's respect. That's love right there.
Yeah, that's one story, bro.
That's recognizing. Fucking Mark Wahlberg. Who knew that he would have a career that he had?
Yeah, man.
But
if you're looking for some West Coast Chicano, hey, remember me, Mark? No,
have you ever like that's you? You go back with this fucking to this day a fucking huge fucking movie star. Do you ever reach out to him? Have you ever had any words with him since? And hey, bro, remember this?
Nah, bro. I haven't seen Mark since back in the day. Like once, cause he from out that way, Boston area. But it was just back then. It just seemed like everything went by so quick, bro. Like we've met so many people along those days. You know what I'm saying? Like being in the first 5 years, bro. It's crazy.
It was like a fucking roller coaster ride.
From 90 to 95, it went by so quick. Like from our demos to our record deal 1 year later to touring on the Lowrider magazine circuit, to being promoted, to having our songs played on the radio. And remember, I'm 16. I'm like...
Blow your fucking mind. Yeah, you can't believe what the fuck's going on.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, let's do it. But I was doing what I love. We were doing what we love.
That's... At 16 years old, brother, that's a lot of responsibility. That's a lot of pressure, bro. Did it ever like fuck with you a little bit, in regards just the pressure and like, whoa, we put out these hit songs. You're not a one hit wonder. You guys got hits, bro, and how was the pressure? How did you guys deal with the pressure? Or was it just, you're just young and you're just fucking flying by the seat of your motherfucking shit, dog?
I think it was a combination of putting out good music, great music, and it was a new thing. Like, I've heard countless fans come up to me, even to this day, say, bro, like when I heard your shit for the first time, I was like, oh, what'd he say? One dope Mac? Latino, me. You know what I'm saying? Like, play that back. Dude, okay, that's one of us. And he don't sound like he's offbeat. You know what I'm saying? Like he sounds hip hop. Bam, I'm gonna hold on to, like, so many people have told us that in the past. Like even now, bro, like, You guys just changed the game. You made me feel proud of who I am, to be Mexican, listening to hip hop for one, and just you brought that pride out of me.
I mean, you guys set the bar, bro.
That's rewarding.
You set the motherfucking bar, bro. I mean, you weren't your lyrics weren't just fucking ending off every fucking snap of the fucking hi-hat or the fucking snare drum, bro. You were fucking just in and out of them pockets, homie. If anybody knows anything about rap music and formatting your shit and in and out of these pockets, bro, you 16 years old, homie, you bobbing and weaving in and out of the motherfuckers like a pro, bro.
Yeah.
A God, homie, God gave
It was a God-given gift.
Yes, brother.
You know, I remember I wanted to play baseball when I was a kid. And, you know, that's all I thought I wanted to do until I got to like 10th grade. And they were like, yo, grades ain't doing so well. I was like, oh, you need grades to be a successful baseball player? I was like, oh, let me dip in this pen real quick, you know, but I was still writing, you know, like no matter what. So, yeah, I just got my break, man, my junior year, like I said. I was on the cracking after that.
I know you spoke on it a little bit, bro. And I'm just gonna kind of like rewind this track a little bit, just because it's just one of my fucking favorite fucking classics, along probably with everybody else on this bitch right now, bro.
What up, everybody?
Yeah. On a Sunday afternoon, bro, you said that your manager said, hey, you know, rap over these oldie beats, do this, do something like a Will Smith Summertime.
Right.
When you guys were in the fucking studio, the night or day, whatever part of the day it was, and you recorded that fucking song, bro, and you played it back, bro, what was the energy? What were you guys saying? What were you talking about?
Well, when we first cut the demo, and this was on the first release, and this is for the diehard fans there who had the first original album, because we had remixed it later and remastered it and put out with different versions. The original Sunday Afternoon, it had me and Bobby on there, rapping, and I was a little hyper. You know what I'm saying? I was like chill, all the way, like I was really cheery. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Compared to the second one, because the second one I'm more like chill, like, and that's because I had a cold that day. But we'll get to that. The original track that we didn't have Shiro on it.
Okay.
It was just the beat. It was the instrumental on a Sunday afternoon. Boom, and just rode 8 bars. Because samples were huge back then. We had no scratch on or nothing. So one day, the label said, we need to amp this up somehow, some way. And so we're going to remix it. We're going to take the samples out, and we're going to replay it. So we went back in the studio, I remember, and Jammin' James, our producer who did the track, you know, we brought in live musicians and boom, played the bass. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, did that. And then I think we sampled the Crystal Blue Persuasion. And, but we had, shout outs to Rocky Padilla. His brother came in, Danny, and played the saxophone. He's the one that played the saxophone on that, man. Shout outs to Rocky, your brother, man.
That's sick.
He played it, you know what I'm saying, on the wheel, only on the hook. I think he might have played during the verse too. So we added some elements to it, right? But the biggest element we added was Shiro. We needed some type of hook because if we were going to go to radio with it, then we needed that something to sing along to in your car. You know what I'm saying? You could rap to it, but now we need something to sing to. Summer, summer, summertime. Okay. We were chilling in the park. So we were in the studio. We hadn't had nobody. James called up. He was like, man, I know a singer. My cousin sings. So he called up Shiro, said, Shiro, what you doing? She was like, oh, no, I'm just chilling. Can you come down to the studio? We, want to try you on this track. She goes, okay. So, boom, she showed up. Now, I don't remember if I was there during the actual, her part recording, but I do remember when I first heard it with her on it.
Yeah.
And I want to say Mellow Man Ace was as our session, too. I think we invited him down to come chill because we were boys from jump.
Yeah.
So we invited him down. We were chilling in the lobby, and we can hear it in the background in the next room Sunday afternoon, just bumping. They were mixing it. And I just heard her voice. Waiting on over the oldie. It was so soothing. So soothing, if I could think of a word. And subtle. And nothing aggressive about it. It was just, it fit the track perfect. And I go, damn. It was me and the homie, a lot of shade around. And there's where I was like, okay, chill. I don't know about the, and just told my story, bro. It just took it to another level. So that was facts. There you go. That was our hit record right there. It just everything all just came together, man.
Wow, dog. That shit had to be just an amazing moment in your time. I mean, when you hear something, bro, you know, like that, and it's yours, bro. It's your baby, homie. You know what I mean? And then Shiro comes through and just puts the icing on the fucking cake, homie. Yeah. Oh man, that shit. And you guys knew off the rip. You were like, "Oh, this is money."
You just know. You know when you hear a song and you just hear, you go,
"We rich, we rich." Mama, get in the house.
I was like,
you were already on Amazon. No, I'm just kidding. Amazon. No, hey.
We just, and you know the drum.
You were at Zodi's.
The drum loop for that song.
Homie was at Zodi's paying off the motherfucking.
He said Zodi's.
Paying off the motherfucking washing machine. Mama getting the washing machine.
He said Zodi's.
Remember Zodi's food? Is that crazy?
Bro, I worked at Lucky's. You remember Lucky's?
Oh, I worked at Lucky's too, bro. I worked at Lucky's in 9.
Is that how you got your name?
Nah, bro. I got my name for another reason, bro. It's
another conversation.
It's another conversation with motherfuckers have heard.
Yeah,
about
I worked
it
at Lucky's, man. That was the last job and only job I had before. I worked at Noggles first before it was Del Taco.
Yeah.
And then Lucky's at 15 and a half, 16, and then I got signed and that was it. Never looked back.
Yeah, I worked at Lucky's and I believe it was in 93. My pops got me the job. It was kind of like Highland Park, Cypress on Figueroa.
Okay.
The Lucky's supermarket, bro. And so I got the job, and I was just a fucking funky kid back then, bro. I didn't hold the job for no more than a month. Yeah. And I got in trouble, bro, because what we were doing is when we would take the cardboard boxes out to the trash can, we were stuffing them with fucking 12 packs, homie. And so when we throw the fucking cardboard in the fucking dumpster, we were throwing the 12 packs in that bitch, dog.
This dude was robbing on the job, homie.
I mean, I was following suit of what was already going on, homie. And I'm not trying to point the finger, but mind you, I'm a young fucking kid. My pops got me this job. He knew the manager. He said, get my fucking son a job. He's fucking up. Whoop, whoop, whoop. It lasted a month, dog. You know what I mean? But afterwards, we were getting fucked up in the parking lot, bro.
And his dad knew the manager. So not only did he mess up his dad's reputation with this dude with his man. Did you get caught? I didn't get caught, bro, but I got fired.
Because of that? It might have been a combination of things.
Right. It just happened at the same time.
You know, bro, I was a dude that, showed up when I wanted to show up. And then when I showed up, I was concentrating on getting the beer to the fucking shed, bro. You know what I mean? I was just I was a shitty kid, dog. I was a shitty kid.
You growing up, it happens, man.
Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? It does.
I didn't like my job either at Lucky's. I wasn't going to push cards. I'm pushing these rhymes. Pushing bars, homie. That's what I'm pushing.
It's such a fucking trip, bro, and I wrote this on my post, bro, but I was like, man, I known this dude for 30 motherfucking years, homie, and he gonna barely meet me for the first time. I mean, who would ever have thought that somehow, some way, who can predict that our lives would cross paths, bro? You know what I mean? Like this dude, this young kid, I was fucked up, bro. You know what I mean? I mean, we all have our things, you know what I mean? About being fucked up as a kid. It's part of being a kid, right? You know? But, I went down a path, you know what I mean? I was in the prison system in 95, and everything else is, what it is. But I was always bumping that shit, bro. I was always bumping your music, bro.
Appreciate it.
That's why I was so fucking happy to have you.
It's nice to know, like, wherever you're at in your situation, I hear different stories all the time. I mean, even cats in the military, like, hit us. Like, bro, I was out there. I had nobody, but your music took me home.
Yeah. I mean, no doubt. I mean, I remember fucking back in the day, dog. I mean, Latin Active, bro. You know how many Backyard Boogies, dog? I mean, when that song would come on, bro, I mean, Fat Hyenas, Skinny Hyenas, Aquanet. Fat Hyenas, Skinny Hyenas, Aquanet, homie, would be sweating off these cake faces, homie. You know what I mean? These broads, you know what I mean? They fucking, these fucking cholas, homie, they fucking just getting out there and they fucking trying to, you know, whoop in the backyard, homie, you know? And next thing you know it, dog, there's faces laying all over the backyard.
Everybody's laughing at your ass right now. I told you a funny motherfucker, dude.
No, I'm just saying, bro, back then, homie, like the fattest and the skinniest hyenas, bro, your fucking Latin actor would come on, homie, and these bitches are going out and it's like one there, they're sweating down the motherfucking shit. And by the time they leave, homie, there's fucking faces laying all over the backyard, dog.
He said faces.
They sweated off their faces, dog, to Latin active, dog.
Hey,
Do
bro.
you realize how many fat hyenas and skinny hyenas sweated off their face to your music?
I'll take that. Big, small, large, and tall.
Don't get it twisted, bro.
I'll take them all.
I've taken them all, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
I used to take them all. Record sales. You know, big girls, they buy the records. I'm going to say that right now. Big girls buy the records. Don't get it twisted. So if you're an up-and-coming artist, this is out to you. Don't discriminate, homie. You show love.
I don't discriminate, bro, and I'm being kind of funny, but at the same time, I'm really serious about it.
Yeah.
I mean, at first, you know what I mean, they had the makeup on and they were just fucking banged out. They had the Sharpie eyebrows, you know what I mean? Everything was just fucking popping, bro. You know what I mean? And then after the song, they fucking just danced their little motherfucking heart out. It's like doing burpees every time for a chola, homie. When your Latin actor would come on, homie, they were doing their burpees, homie. And by the end of the song, dog, they're fucking sweating, homie. And before the song, they had these clown faces, woo woo. And now after the song, they sweated the face off. Now they're looking like motherfucking Freddy Krueger, dog. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck, dog?
No, he said Freddy Krueger, dog.
Don't fucking invited all these Freddy Krueger bitches up in here, dog. Fucking Latin active. Anyway, sorry about that, dog. Tourette's.
It's too much, bro.
Tourette's.
Yeah,
Tourette's.
we need to hang out off the podcast, bro. Just go chill.
I mean, and then, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Latin actor come on, the broads sweat their faces off, and then homies go to jail. And they're like, why aren't you hanging out no more? It's because you done sweated your face off to Latin active, and now we got to go do some robberies because you ain't looking good no more, girl. But they bought your album, so that's what counts.
That's
dog.
what counts.
That's what counts, bro. I mean, dog. I mean, if you didn't hear lighter shade of brown, bro. These motherfuckers know. Gas Monkey, everybody knows. Freddie, yeah.
Brown Royal, what's up, Jokey? Yeah, we got to talk about my production after Lighter. Well, yeah, we'll get into that.
Let's get into it, dog. Let's get it. I mean, so check it out, dog.
I know you got your list, so.
I hate this list, bro. I really hate this list, dog.
It's an
because
important list.
I just want to throw it out, dog, and I just want to fucking shoot the breeze with you like a big dog.
You worked hard writing those down. I respect that.
All Sunday I did, dog.
Pun intended.
I swear to God I did, dog. I was like, okay, babe, I got the homie ODM coming in lighter shade brown. She's like, oh shit, how'd you do that? I'm like, I don't even know, you know, to be 100% with you, you know what I mean?
He knew that because he's a real motherfucker. That's facts. That's why I'm here.
Thank you, brother. Nah, real shit, dog. That, I mean, and that was, and that kind of reminds me of, you know, trip on this shit, dog. Had a lot of cats on here, dog. Not a lot of cats. We're still young, bro. You know, this is the 59th episode, brother. Pour yourself a drink, my G.
Yes, sir.
Sorry about the ice, dog. The ice is coming, dog.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It's cold.
Yeah.
Feel.
Yeah. Hey, homie asked, I said, my G, you smoke, you drink. He said, I'll take some Absolute and I will take some 0-calorie Powerade.
That's another conversation too.
Yes, that is another
We'll
conversation.
get into it.
Yeah, let's get into that too.
If you like.
Yes. Now we're going to get into all that shit, bro. Because like you said, I mean, when was the last time you did interview, you did some type of podcast besides of your radio show, besides, your RVG Family when was the last time you did like an interview, bro?
I want to say, gosh, he's gonna kick my ass as a comedian, and he's homies with Fluffy Gabriel Iglesias, and I remember Gabriel's name and not his name. I'm a fucking asshole. It was a Latino comedian podcast, and it was like maybe a month ago. And I did it at the pad. We were on Zoom. We did it through Zoom, dude. It was nothing personal like this, though, like one-on-one. But like I came down here, bro, to be in front of you because I wanted to.
Thank you, brother.
You know what I'm saying?
And you remind me of Esteban Oriol, dog. Esteban Oriol, dog, before... When did Esteban come on? Esteban came on, bro, when I had like 10, 15 people on the live chat, bro.
Yep.
You know,
game recognized game, bro.
And he said, he goes, yeah, homie, you know, yeah, dog, I'll come do it. And he came through, bro, and we had the fucking greatest conversation, dog. I mean, really honored just to be in his presence, bro, like I am with you, bro. You know what I mean? Two great dudes, two amazing dudes. I mean, God gives certain people certain gifts, dog. You know, oh, he blessed you and he blessed him just to be at the right place at the right time, make the right decision. I mean, 16 years old, bro. You know what I mean? You're homie, you're spitting the rhymes that you're spitting, homie. You're making the moves that you're making, brother. I mean, what about your family, bro? I mean, were you raised with a family that just kind of like, you know, a good foundation, mom and pops?
Single parent. Dad wasn't in the picture. I knew my dad was. I mean, I'd see him occasionally. And it was a lot less when I grew up. But my mom's held it down. She was my mom and pops. So she had to work both roles. And, you know, she'd go to work. I stayed with my grandparents. But, you know, she had rules. She laid them on my grandparents. My grandparents would follow through. So, you know, I got out of hand like most mocosos do, you know what I'm saying? And traviesos get in there. Little traviesos that are always into something. That's where that line came through. You know what I'm saying? Because we were, you know, stealing bikes.
That's on the Homies track,
That's
right?
on the Homies track. Hip Hop Locals album. Check it.
Yes, sir.
You know, stealing cars and shit, getting all in the bad shit. And I grew up, shout outs to OC Santana, Orange County. I grew up there, man, up until like my ninth grade, I think it was. Ninth going into the 10th. And then we moved to Riverside, IE. And then everybody else moved out here. So it was crazy. Right. And then, but mom's always held it down, man. You know, if I got out of hand, you know, she know how to put a hand. You know what I'm saying? Or she knew how to make it work to where I learned, you know what I'm saying? Either way. So when it came to, that was just simple stuff, man. But I followed because I knew if I didn't do this or if I didn't listen to her, then there were going to be repercussions. She's going to take away something that I really love, whether it's going to the studio, whether it's going on vacation in the summer with my cousins. I remember one time my mom, I did something, I forgot what I did. I don't know if I snuck out the house or what. We had a planned trip to go to, I think it was Cancun or San Felipe, right? And she already bought the tickets, bro, and everything. And I think she busted me for something, and she canceled. She lost money on the tickets just so that I'll learn.
Teach you a lesson. To
teach me a lesson. You know what? I go, Mom, you already bought the tickets. I must have already knew that you bought it. I don't care. I'll eat those tickets. You ain't going. We're not going. We're staying your ass here in the summer. So shit like that, like I learned, like mom don't play. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, shout out to all the strong Mexican mothers out there. You know
Man.
what I mean? They're gonna play the father and the mother
Yes.
role. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Teach them lessons.
Thank you.
Even if she gotta eat the money. You know,
eat the money, and shout outs to the dads too that are raising, you know, single dads, because we can't forget about them either, the only parents. But yeah, man, so it was a bit different. So yeah, but she held it down, man. She was always supportive of my music, man. I got a song coming too that on the next shit you'll hear soon, but dedicated to her.
You know what? One thing, dog. One thing that I've learned as a parent, my early stage of parenthood, which I am right now. Okay.
Yeah.
I got a 21-year-old son, but I'm in an early stage of parenting. Why? Because you guys know my track record, right? You know,
Right.
It hasn't been the best, you know, but I'm here now. But we need to support our kids' passions, you know? I remember my pops was so against everything that I did, dude. Even when I was younger, bro, he was like, no, you gotta do this. And I'm like, nah, Pops, I wanna do this, you know?
Right.
And he was, and he really pushed me to a limit that I ended up, all right, well, fuck it. I'm not gonna do that. You don't want me to do this. I won't do this. I'm gonna go do this, you know? And I jumped off the fucking side of the fucking planet, side of the earth, side of a cliff, whatever the fuck you wanna call it, bro. And I went for the motherfucking free fall, homie. And I said, fuck it.
Right.
You know, and that is very important, dog. Your mom said, you know what, mijo? All right, that's what you want to do. I got you, dog.
Right.
And thanks to moms that we got these motherfucking classics right here, bro.
Yeah. Amen
to this
that.
day, dog.
Hit the clapper one time.
Yeah.
Hit the clapper.
Hit the clap, homeboy.
Yeah, it's real deal, bro. Because, yeah, like you said, she could have just not gave a shit. Just went to work, did her 9 to 5, came home and said, you know what? Dinner's on the stove. I'm going to bed. But nah, she was there. You know, hey, how was your day? Whoop-de-whoop. And it was just me and her growing up.
Sounded like a really level-headed, strong woman. Yeah.
She is, man. And for the record, now I am going to say this because it does matter. My mom was disabled, bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that did not stop her at all. Like when others, you know, later on with age, you know, she was unable to, you know, and now she walks through the stroller the whole nine. But you know what? That didn't stop her from raising this kid. So it is possible for all aspiring moms out there. If you're a new mom, don't give me that bullshit. Like, oh, man, like there's no excuses, man. You are a product of your child, always from ground up. And I'm realizing that now. Sorry, dog. I get emotional because my kids. You see what your parents went. You see when you see your seed. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my seed right here. Shit. I have a responsibility. What do? I learned what mom taught me. That's it. Look at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I got into trouble. You know, I did things here or there. But as an adolescent, we all do that. But you know what? You never forget what your mom told you in your ear. And some of y'all can't remember. You'll never forget those ass whippings either, but yeah, that's facts, bro. So now that my sons, you know, and my daughters, I have a responsibility to show them, you know what I'm saying, what I learned and passed it down. And it's all about respect. And going back to what you said about your dad, you know, there are uncles of mine. I've seen homies of mine. A lot of them are stuck in their older ways, bro. That's what it is. Yeah. Like a lot of dads are like, you're a wussy if you cry, homie, or you know, pick your chin up. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to do that. You're a man. You know what I mean? Come on, bro. We got feelings too, homie. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna cry on the track, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that I ain't got, you know, emotions or feelings or shit that the shit don't hurt me. That shit you just told me right now hurt me, Dad. But you don't see it. And that stems from something else. Maybe, you know, I'm not saying your situation, but I'm saying somebody else's who was that way with them. You know what I'm saying? And that's how they learned. That's how my dad was. He was an alcoholic. He died of alcoholism, man, in his wheelchair. You know what I'm saying? A few years back. And that's why we didn't have a relationship. That's why my mom kept me from him. You know what I'm saying? He just couldn't get his shit together. You know what I'm saying? You know, typical story, you know, tomando, fucking staying out late, leaving me with moms. He go out. We don't see him for 3 days. He come home. And finally, my mom got tired of his shit. It was just like, I can do this on my own, man. And that's what the upbringing I had. I had to learn from that. But see, I had a good parenting. My mom held it down, so I don't want to harp on it too much, but it is what it is.
No, I mean, you got me thinking about with my son. I got a 21-year-old son right now. We just like, I really didn't come into his life until he was 16 years old, dog. You know what I mean? And I mean, today we had a fucking argument, bro. You know, and I guess I was kind of like, I don't know. We were just kind of bumping heads, dog. But I mean, you kind of hit me with that right now, dog, and it struck a little emotion in me, dog. You know, that it just makes me think, dog. You know, what the fuck am I doing, dog? I'm fucking, you know, feelings. You know, I gotta. Sometimes I guess I can be a little, you know, cold-hearted or be like, fool, suck that shit up, homie.
Yeah.
Fucking acting like a little fucking whoop-de-whoop,
yeah.
You know? And I acted like that today with my son, dog. So if my son's watching and shit, dog, my bad, G. You know what I mean? Nah. We gonna get it right.
You know what, though? But no matter what, he loves you anyway.
I mean, I really started feeling like bad. I started reflecting on my shit right now, bro. And I was just like, fuck, dog, I gotta get my shit right with this dude. Because, you know what I mean? He's fucking... He been through some shit, dog. My son been through some hard shit. I was all through the prison system, dog. You know what I mean? And his mom was fucking tweaked the fuck out, dog. It's just I gotta. It's still. I mean, I'm still patching up shit from the past, bro. You know what I mean? I'm still trying to, like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? The past doesn't ever leave you, bro. It will still come and knock on your door and say, hey, fool, like, come on, homie. Like, yeah, you might be living the good life right now.
Those are called demons, bro.
Yeah, dog. I got those, dog.
That's devil. That's the devil working in this man. His righteous clothing. Let me tell you something. No, not righteous clothing. He ain't wearing nothing righteous in his clothing. You know what I'm saying? But, bro, the thing is, you have time. You got plenty of time, man. You here? He's here.
Yeah.
What'd you say? Give him flowers. Why you here? Why are you here? Enjoy them, man. That's what we're here for, bro. We got one job in life as parents, man, and that's to raise our kids with love and respect, and so that they'll learn that. Because tomorrow ain't promised to nobody, and as cliche as that sounds, but still, it's facts. It really is. And yeah, man, you do all right, bro.
Well, check it
you
out,
a
bro.
Good dude, man. I can tell.
Well, check it out, bro. Let me ask you. Let me get some advice from you, dog. You know what I mean, you're busy as fuck, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're busy as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You have a family.
Mm-hmm.
You have a wife that has needs.
Yes.
You have kids that have needs. They need attention and they need this and that. How do you maintain your time in regards to, you know, you pursuing your endeavors, you getting it done, you handling your business like this podcast, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Do you set certain time aside for your family? How do you do it?
Well, it's interesting because, like, man, most of the time we're on camera because of our YouTube channel and whatnot. But it's funny because I work at home a lot. I get off the air on the radio station at 11 a.m. and then I'll come home. I'm home all day. And right now with this pinchy pandemic, like, our kids are home, bro. Like, my sister, my daughter's homeschooled. My son's not in school, so he's like on 110 right now, running around soon from sun up to sundown, bro. Like, we have to keep him busy because he's the little one. He's just running around. Okay, Dad, what we doing next? What we doing? And like, I gotta tell him, hey, Daddy's working right now. You know, when I get home and I start editing a vlog or something, or I'm working on music, you know what I'm saying, for the studio, whatever. But you have to just say, sometimes you just got to take the headphones off and you got to just step away. Like, that ain't going nowhere. You know what's going somewhere? Your kid's getting older. That's what's going somewhere. So I says, I don't want to be that parent to where he says 2 years from now, I want to go to Ricky's down the street every day because ain't nothing popping in my house. And I want to be over there and let somebody else, him be with somebody else's family because Daddy was working too much. Now, on the flip side, I'm working my ass off. And one day he'll know that too. I want him to see the work ethic that I have, that, damn, my dad busted his ass so I can have this Xbox, so I can have these toys in front of me, you feel me? So I can have this quad or whatever it is, this trailer that we go camping in every other weekend. Like, shit like that. Everything I do is for them. So I'm kind of like on the fence as far as balancing my time. And I talk to my wife about this all the time. I said, babe, does it seem like I don't make time for them? And she'll be like, she'll let me know. Yeah. Well, sometimes, because she knows I get distracted. Like, I'll be on my laptop and I'll go here. I'll see a notification. I'll jump to this app. I'll jump to this website. I'll jump to, and I'm like, she's like, if you just went in there and turned your notifications off and do what you're supposed to do, instead of being in there 3 hours, you'll finish what you're doing in 1 hour, and that gives you more time to be with your son or your daughter. You know what I'm saying? So now we got another one here, a baby girl. So now my wife is occupied. She's nursing right now with our newborn. And so now I'm like, I really got to spend time with him. Like, I got to keep his, because he's the middle child now. So now I'm like, I really got to put it on. I don't care how tired I am, bro. You don't, because that's time that you can't get back. It's fact. So you do it. You do it because you love them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's it. So yeah, to answer your question, there's no structure. It's funny because I heard that Eminem now, he does that. He's on a structure. Akon was telling the story really quick. He was in the studio with Eminem. It was like 9 o'clock in the morning. Eminem, he's dropping his verse like at 11:30. In the middle of the verse, he was like, hey, I'll be right back, dog. Akon was like, what's up? He's like, I'm about to eat my lunch. He took a break at 12 o'clock, ate his lunch. Yeah. Okay? He goes, don't worry, I'll be right back. All right, back. Got back in the booth after that, 30 minutes later, started, working on music. Boom, did another one. It came to 5 o'clock. They were almost done with this last jam. As soon as 5 o'clock hit, guess what Eminem did? He was out the door. He was in the middle of his shit again. Dropped his headphones and, dude, we almost, see you tomorrow at 9. I got a family to go home to. So he takes it like a regular job. And us in the industry, you know how we get so creative, our fluent. Dude, we'll be in here for hours. Yeah. In the meantime, my wife's in there. She need help, with the baby or changing my son, getting him ready for bed or this and that. And at first I'm like, well, I'm the one that's putting the bread on the table. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got to do this. You know, who's going to pay for the bills? Who's going to do that? Tell you something. Being a mom is just like a job. It's a responsibility. And until you see that for what it is, dude, like, you know, it is what it is. Remember that. Just because they stay home and they take, bro, every day, sweeping, mopping, 2 minutes later, dirty. You got a 4-year-old. Sweep again, mop again, cook, wash, laundry. My wife hates doing laundry. You know what I'm saying? I'd help her, but then she gonna do that shit over again. You know what I'm saying? I'll wash the dishes, but then she gonna do that shit over again. But you know, my point is just communication is everything, bro. It starts with us, but with your children, though, man, that's time you can't get back. So
yeah, 100%.
do what you can is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I would just be consumed on all kinds of shit. You know, I work a day job. I go to 2 different schools. I'm trying to get this shit popping. I don't have a team built around this. Maybe one day I will get some help.
Facts, I can relate.
Yeah, I'll get some help on that. Hopefully, you know, I probably need just one solid individual to hold a motherfucker down on some shit. You know what I mean? Maybe take a little weight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Off. You know, and you know he'll reap the benefits of it. You know, but you know, until that time comes, you know, I'm busy than a motherfucker.
You know what it
bro.
is? 'Cause everybody wants to get paid up front. Or they'll do it, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't believe in your dream. Until they believe in your dream, that's when you get your team. And I'm like, and they're not reliable. Come on, bro.
Until they believe in your dream.
In your dream.
Yeah. Until they believe in your dream. Say that again, brother.
Until they believe in your dream, my guy. Until they see your visual where you're going. And a homie that sticks with you. A homie right here. Day one. He there. Won't be like, oh, man, I can't make it. This dude sent me a text earlier. I was like, I go, bro, you still rolling or what? Yeah, I'm rolling. I said, okay, man, meet me on my pad, right? Okay. He read it wrong. He thought I was going to his pad to pick him up. And then he texted me when I was on the way over here because I didn't want to be late. And he was like, dude, I'll meet you there. Homie, you know, some homies be like, all right then, dog. It's way out in Pomona. Like, yeah. Nah, bro, you got to have people around you that believe in you and, you know, that genuinely want to help you. And, you know, you look out for them.
Yeah, I mean, till that time comes and shit, you know what I mean? I'm going to keep it pushing.
Let's go, man.
Yeah.
Hood stocks, baby.
Yes, sir. Hey, shout out to everybody tapped in right now. Hey, check it out, bro. I got a question for you, bro.
What's up?
ODM, take your kids to work.
Got that COVID? They ain't got enough masks around there.
I'm going to crack open another beer. That's right, John Wayne. Get that shit, my G. Mark Wahlberg has his own gym, too. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I pay $150 a week for a team to do my laundry. Damn, that's a lot of dirty underwear right there, my G.
It ain't tricking if you got it.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to everybody tapping in. All this shit right here. ODM, new single, newborn.
Miracle.
Okay.
Yes.
We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that.
Yes.
Shit. Blythe, shout out to Blythe. Blythe in the building. Much love.
What's up, Blythe?
Yes. Does he know his, okay, we'll pass that one up. Yeah, but I get.
Does he know his masters? Well, do I own my masters? I think that was a typo.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I mean, so just speaking on masters, bro, when you first, you guys signed your contract, bro, was it kind of like one of them things, bro, you know, they took advantage of some 16-year-olds, dog? Or was it, you know, I mean, did you make the mistake that majority of cats make back then?
That's what my lawyer said once he got a hold of them contracts, you know what
Yeah.
I mean, after the fact. But, I mean, we had to do some firing back in the day just because, people got a little, greedy with the money and the fatty eye and all that. And, I mean, but you learn as you go. See, when I got into this game, I didn't care about the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do it for the passion. Like, I was this young 16-year-old who just had dreams of getting in the studio and getting on stage and doing what I love. So it was like, okay, cool, man. Check this out. We're gonna give you this much money up front, and then you're gonna recoup that. And I was like, what's recoup? And I was like, never mind. I learned what recoup was like years later, like it's actually the money that record labels would spend on you. Well, you got to pay that back from your record sales.
Because they fronted you a lump sum of money.
Everything, the limousine rides, to the hotel stays, to the food, the per diems that we wanted to be on, and they would give it to us all day because we were selling records.
Yeah.
But all that's basically coming out of your own pocket is what it is. It's just a loan.
So you guys learned a hard lesson then, more
Definitely.
or less.
Yeah. And then, we kind of got taken for granted on shows and stuff, certain managers would say we made so much, but then,
Oh yeah, so you got to take advantage of in regards to like saying you made so much and they were taking a certain amount of money off the top.
Facts, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that comes with the territory, bro. I mean, you're new into the industry. You're 16 fucking years old. You know what I mean? And you're surrounded by these sharks telling you, you're the greatest person in the fucking world, which you guys were, and still are.
Thank you.
R.I.P. to the homie. But I'm just saying, I mean, you guys are legends now, bro. You know what I mean? Regardless of what the fuck you went through, what you went through put you guys to a legendary fucking status, bro. So whatever the fuck dues you had to pay or losses you had to take, I would say it was just a part of life, lesson learned. But at the same time, hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I learned.
Yeah. I mean, what was the fucking you put Brown and Proud out, bro. 92. You put your second album out. I mean, what was the highest point in your guys' career when you guys were just like, I mean, a high point, bro, something that you'll never forget, where you just feel like, whoa, you know what I mean?
I mean, like I said earlier, going to do the shows, you know how big you are when you do them like 10,000 arenas, bro. Like we were being booked for like fairs and the shows, the amount of crowds and the people we were performing with. We were doing stadiums, bro, and that's when you knew. You know what I'm saying? Like one thing's to have your record played on radio, but then when you go out and do the shows and who you're performing with, come on, bro. We played like shows with like being the only rap group on stage with like Suzanne Summers, you know what I'm saying, who played jazz, Three's Company, if you don't know the 80s. Michael McDonald, bro, the Doobie Brothers. And then there's Lighter Shade of Brown. That's and amazing. We're playing in front of like all CEOs. It's MAGA, a different MAGA, by the way.
Yeah.
not the Weddles version, but it was a Mexican-American Grocery Association. So you had all these CEOs, owner of Ferrari CEO sitting there, and then all these major companies, all black-tied right there. And we're talking, put your hands up. We're opening up with these cats. And then only to like bring them down. And Suzanne Summers, when they would go on stage and with their little jazzy band stuff, and the old viejitos would come to us, like see us in the elevator. Hey man, you guys kick butt. I fell asleep though when Suzanne Summers came on.
It's most definitely a different energy.
Like we got the viejitos up out their seats, bro. And we did what we did. So what I'm saying is these are memories that playing with Selena, the late Selena Quintanilla, bro, doing Coke commercials with her.
Wow, that's amazing.
I mean, that was.
I mean, how was that? Speak on that, brother.
That was dope. Like that was an opportunity that we had to do. The producer of Coca-Cola wanted us, they were promoting their Coca-Cola Classic at the time. So they approached us, the label, and said, hey, we want these guys part of this. So it was us, Selena, Coro, Lizette Melendez, and I want to say, was Timmy T on that? I think Timmy T was on there, too. So yeah, we did the commercial. We did a couple showcases for it. One at Disneyland. Wow. And we rocked the stage with Selena, bro. I remember being in the elevator with her and her sister and her brother A.B. and we were going up to the set to go shoot our scene. And she was like, "What's up, y'all? Hey, y'all like a shade of brown?" With her southern accent. Hey, man, I really like that song Sunday afternoon. I was like, Selena says she liked my song. I was like, hey, thank you, beautiful.
I mean, how bad was she in person, bro?
Bro, just how you see. I mean, even more beautiful, bro. And you know what made her? I'm about personality. So the fact that she had a bomb-ass personality, that just went with that. That just completed everything. Like she wasn't. She could have been stuck up, bro. We're talking about the leading like this Tejana singer, bro, about to go mainstream, and she was just about there and. But she was so sweet, bro. Like it was like my cousin talking to me.
I think that's why the world fell in love with her, bro. Mm-hmm. Just because of her energy, her sweetness. It was just transparent and just like you said, bro. She was just the next door, kind of like a next door girl, right?
Yeah,
I mean, they just made it fucking big, which is what it was, right?
She was huge.
I mean, when it comes to like the success. The fame, brother. You guys are so fucking young, dog. I mean, did it change the dynamics between you and Bobby?
It did. It did, because Bobby and I, where not the fact that when we blew up, you know what I'm saying, but when you come to a point to where you have to make decisions to where, okay, do we want to do this show, or do we want to go on this tour, or do we want to, that's pretty much what it was. Do we want to do this in the studio? Pretty much, bro. Like we were good, we were solid. We both agreed a lot on our music that we wrote. A lot of it was hand fed to us by our manager at the time, but we wrote our own lyrics. You know what I'm saying? And we did our thing. In the studio, but when it came to like certain shows, though, like I remember Bobby, like he just had this thing. Like first question, I'd be like, Bobby, yo, we got this show over here, man. Are you down to do it? And he was like, how much we getting paid? Blah, blah, blah. Like Bobby was all about his money, and I said, well, bro, I get that, but I go, dude, this is you gotta look at the big picture right now. You know what I'm saying? Like we're doing this movie soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? We're on this soundtrack, and they want us we're at the debut of this movie, some red carpet shit. Like, we kind of got to go. We're on the soundtrack. They want us to, and there were times that, I ended up going by myself. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that would just kind of like irk me. You know what I mean? And I know that I had some stuff. I was the younger one out of us. So I know I probably got on his nerves a lot too, because I was the one that was chasing the girls. You know what I'm saying? Because I was a little young hot dude, like on tour every city with it. You know how I get down, bro. We go like the song say. You know what I'm saying? State to state. You know what I mean? After the party, it's the hotel lobby, and you know what I mean? Like, bro, it was crazy. So I was doing my thing, and he would just be all like, Rob, man, you can't be doing that, bro. You gonna catch one, man. What you mean I'm gonna catch one, man? You gonna get somebody pregnant. You gonna burn one day, bro. I was like, bro, I don't mind me, dude. I'll see you at the airport in the morning.
You do you, I'ma do me.
I'ma do me. So he would just, he'd stay in the room, get high.
What's Bobby? He like getting high.
Oh, Bobby blazed.
Yeah.
Bobby blazed. And he blazed for years, bro. Like, I'll tell you a story. This is one of my favorite stories. When we met Tupac, and we did a show in Seattle, and we were up north at a summer jam, and it was Lighter Shade of Brown, Guru from Gangstar, Fat Lip and Trey from Farside.
Damn.
All in a circle. And we already went on stage. We did our thing. We're just chopping it up, right? Hey, man, what's good? Hey, boom, boom, boom. Well, Tupac's on stage, and he's with the live band. He's closing out the show. There's like 15 artists, and in the hot summer jam, whatever. Then he gets off, and he comes over in the circle. So he comes over, walks over, hat to the side like he wears it, and or in backwards, whatever. And he's like, "Hey, what's up, my G's? Where the weed at?" And Bobby goes, "I got you right here, motherfucker." And by the way, his little scrawny voice, he reaches into his pocket and he busts out one of them little them film roll cases, the black ones he used to put the film in, the negatives.
Yes, sir.
He had one there, and it was just, he just popped it open. It was filled with chronic, man. And he goes, "Here, Pac." So Pac went like that. He was like, "Oh, roll that shit up, my G, whatever." So Bobby's like, "All right, then." So he rolled that. So I was like, shit, I don't smoke. But I was like, "Hey, Pac, since you here," and I had a Poetic Justice hat on. He had just came out with Poetic with Janet. So I took off my hat. I said, "Bro, can you sign my hat, bro? Because this shit gonna be, worth some money." So he said, "I got you, man." He goes, "Yeah, man, I fuck with some Lighter Shade of Brown, man, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "Thank you, man." And yeah, that was it. They just got high right there, but that was rest in peace, man. Everybody there in that circle. That was my Pac story. Legendary, bro.
Legends amongst legends.
Damn,
bro.
timeless.
That's amazing, bro. Check it out, bro. In regards to, Pac signed your Poetic Justice hat, homie.
Mm-hmm.
My Thea is a big fan of yours, bro.
Okay, what's up, Thea?
Yeah, and she said I got something right here that she wants you to sign, bro.
Yeah.
Would you sign it for her, bro?
Chicken scratch and all, yeah, bro.
Man, bro, yeah. Hold on, let me get it right quick.
For sure, man. I want to say what's up to everybody. Hey, what up, Popeye? L Cruz, thank you. for the good music and memories. ODM LSOB. Thank you so much, man. These are the most important people, right? Oh, hell no, bro. You took it back to the 90s, bro. Are those chonies or is that a bra, bro?
I guess they're her chonies. For
What is that, bro?
I don't know. It came with the cachetes on them.
Oh, hell no.
Built-in cachetes on them.
Bro, did you watch it?
Should we smell them? I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's your
It's
tia.
my tia, man.
Bro. It's
kinda
because
weird,
not the tia's chonies.
Anyways,
Wait, is that a bra, bro?
No,
Oh, those are chonies, right?
I mean, I didn't know what she sent, dog. I mean, it's kind of weird, huh?
Oh, my gosh.
Let's just get them signed for her, dog. Sorry about that, dog.
I mean-
I didn't know she sent those, dog. Here, this fucking thing. Would you sign up for her, dog, please? My bad, dog. I mean, she's fucking embarrassing the fuck out of me right now, dog.
Okay, tia.
Oh, or some favors, dog. I mean, just fucking
Wow.
sign that shit, dog. No, is that the right butt cheek? All right, cool.
That's the right one.
Yeah, put on the right butt cheek.
She got a name, or you want me to put tia?
Yeah, just put the dog. You know what I mean?
All right, dude.
I mean, she forgot her.
Tia.
Gotcha.
Hey, you need to record this, bro. Hey, record this, bro, for the vlog, bro.
Oh man, dog.
Look it.
I'll do anything for my tia, dog. You know,
This is
she be putting me in these awkward situations all the fucking time, dog. Yeah, I mean, it's bad enough everybody thinks I'm a fucking weirdo, dog. I mean,
This doesn't say tu tia. It says tu tia, not tortilla, by the way.
you can put torta. It's just,
Much love. Twerk it out. Because it's on the butt cheeks. ODM. LS.
I think they're clean. Are they clean, Charlie?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I mean,
Whatever they are, they don't know.
do they smell like a San Pedro fish market?
Yeah,
Tia, I got you. You stop doing this shit to me. Stop doing this shit to me. All right, I got you. You're right there. There you go.
Cochino.
Damn it. I mean, it's the first time I ever hold my Tia's fucking chonies. Thank you, my boy. Sorry about that, dog.
Popeye said that's ODMs.
Fucking making me sign a fucking chonies.
Nah, bro, those are too big for me, Popeye.
I mean, those are some granny panties on. I didn't even know they had the built-in butt cheeks in them. Dog.
I can't get mad at you, Tia, dude. For
Damn,
all that.
Tia.
We signed plenty of chonies and bras back in the day, bro. I will say that.
I mean, my Tia's old school, dog. My Tia's so old school, she's got a 5 o'clock shadow, dog.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, she looked like fucking Fat Joe.
It was Happy birthday, Fat Joe. It was his birthday today, by the way. 50 years old. Damn, 50, dog.
50 years old, brother.
You there yet?
Huh?
You there yet?
Almost.
Damn.
I'm getting there, bro. I mean, I don't
wanna
feel
be
like
50.
it, dog.
I don't want to be 50. I don't.
I mean, it's such a trip, bro, in our era. Who would have thought? Here we are now, knocking on 50. You know what I mean?
I'm just happy to be alive.
I mean, I
that.
still feel fucking like I felt when I was fucking in my 20s, bro. You
As
know?
you should.
Yes, sir, dog.
As you should. And that's what keeps the heart younger, bro. Like young at heart, bro. That's how I keep your son. I mean, trust me, bro. I think you live longer when you're a kid at heart, bro. Don't get old is what I'm saying.
I'm most definitely a kid at heart. I mean, sometimes I get shit from one of my homies' wives, and she's like, "You fucking."
No, I already know what you're gonna say.
You know, you act like a fucking child. You
Yes,
know what
I
mean?
do.
And it's like, yeah, you act like an old.
Yeah.
Shall not say. I
Oh,
won't say
I'm
it.
sorry. Would you like me to pass the Grey Poupon? There you go. Would you like me to, be more? No.
I mean, this is what's dope
Oh my
about
God, this is me.
Yeah, this is what's dope about like our era, our generation, brother. You know what I mean? Like, the fuck out of here, dog. I mean, we got one of the coolest fucking eras, one of the coolest fucking generations, bro. Like, if you got, like, our kids, bro, got cool ass fucking parents, bro.
That's facts.
Straight up, dog. You know what I mean? Like,
I bet you their homies can come over here and chill with you.
all the time, bro.
You don't want them anywhere else. You want them here with you.
Yeah,
Perfect.
no-
Works out.
Nah, my son, my 21-year-old son, his homies come through, fool. We get fucked up. We get fucked up and we have a good time. And I'm like one of the fucking, like, I'm like their age, you know what I mean? Acting stupid as fuck, goofy, you know what I mean? You know, we have a good time all the time, bro.
It's like, damn, where's the responsibility come in as parents? Because I know I wouldn't. That's hard. I like, wait a minute, hold on. I still got to act like I'm his dad and set an example. But
That was the
hey,
generation.
stay your ass on the couch then. You ain't going home. That's what it is.
I mean,
right?
that was kind of like our parents, bro. Our parents were in a generation, not all of them, bro, because you had the kind of like some of the hippies and shit, bro, that were just like, super cool and whoop-de-whoop-whoop, but I think they call it the baby boomers or something. Was it the baby boomers like the 80s or some shit? The 70s, some shit?
The baby boomers were the I want to say 60s.
Were this the 60s?
or 70s, yeah. Then you had the something X and then the next and the sex and then all that came later.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyways. What, you know what we are? We're one dope dads.
Yes, sir.
You like that?
Yeah, I like that. I love
My
that.
wife made that.
That's dope as fuck, bro.
For Father's Day.
Hell yeah, dog.
Look on the other side of it. Look at that, my kids.
Oh, that's beautiful, brother.
Right? My wife get down in the craft room.
Yeah, that's dope, bro. Ooh.
Sweetness. I know she's watching right there. There you go, mama. Go follow her. She'll make you a cup.
That's dope as fuck. How can they follow her, bro?
@_sweetness with 3 S's _ Man, she got a complicated name. I told her she needs to make it more easier to find. But you go on mine, you'll see hers.
I mean, it's always so simple to keep it simple across the board. And it's funny because I listen to fucking Shade 45, Sway in the Morning, and it's funny because every time a caller calls up on their station, they're like, all right, cool. What's your Instagram handle there? And I mean, they're righteously plugging this dude, and this dude is like ___ __blue magic pimp . You know what I mean? Like, bro, like we are not gonna get that shit. You know what I mean? So just keep it as simple as possible. Like we got right here the real ODM.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
It's easy.
Don't play with it. You know what I mean?
There's impersonators out there.
No, 100%. I mean, yeah. You can't fuck with the real deal though. You know that. Hey, so what's funny is I was thinking about what you were saying in regards to when you guys were at your your height of fame, success. You guys are blowing up. You guys are young, bro. You fucking young stallions, young lions, homie, killing the motherfucking game, slaying the game at such a young fucking age, bro.
Yeah.
And here you are, bro. You living the life, and then you got Bobby on your on your bumper, low key, being like, hey, bro, whoa, chill down, bop. You know what I mean? I mean, was he not about that life? Was he not slaying, bro?
I mean, he was. He was. But like I said, Bobby loved creating music. He loved doing music. Like he loved. I think, man, if he can do 2 or 3, 4 albums, man, he would knock that out. That's what he was always game for, and he's done a lot of music. The shows, like I said, it was just kind of like a hit or miss. You know what I'm saying? We both had egos. I would say, we both at that age, bro, and it just happened so fast. Like, there were certain things like I would look at things differently, but I was thinking for the benefit of the group. Like, I mean, do we really want to, take this long ass journey, this drive over here to do this show, whatever? It's just got to make sense. You know what I'm saying? When you're at a certain level and you're getting paid a certain level, and you got to maintain that. You got to know your value, is what I'm saying. So I get where he was coming from, but certain things, it was just like this is a movie soundtrack that we're on. Like we've already been paid. Like we have to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. But
I mean, was there? I mean, when you guys hit the studio and shit, and was there competition between you guys?
Nah.
Were you guys trying to outdo each other in the studio? Because I used to record with my cousin. I mean, we didn't do nothing with our music, bro. But when we would go in the studio, there was 100% competition on the verses.
I think there was a little bit of it, just because again, we're 2 MCs, bro. We're in the same thing, Even though we're a group, but yet again, we were put together. It's not like we were homies, like growing up, like in the same hood, you know what I'm saying? And we just like, vibed off each other like that. Like we knew each other's styles. That came within time. But when we stepped in the studio, it was like you write a dope ass verse, I'm gonna write my dope ass verse, and we'll get it. I was always confident in my shit. You know what I mean?
I feel like, and this is just an outside dude looking in, and this is not because you were sitting in front of me. This is not because. This is absolutely no disrespect. This is a dude looking outside, looking in. I felt like he had the voice, but you had the technique. Your flow, your lyrics were superseded his voice somewhat, and I don't mean to create any type of thing, but that's just me outside looking in as a fellow musician or something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I don't expect you to comment on that, brother. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to create no type of shit. He's
No.
passed. Much respect to him.
You wouldn't be the first one to say that. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? I've gotten that a lot. He was the voice that stood out. Like he's got that. Like I was telling you earlier, a lot of people feel like, man, he sound like Eazy-E, or it's just that voice. Now he rode the beat. Every track he's on, he always rode it like in the pocket. Both of us, I think, for the most part,
I feel
equally
like you picked it apart. You got the beat and you picked the beat apart. Now we can hear a beat and we can say like, all right, check it out. This is the easy thing to do with it. There's always a different way of approaching a beat, right?
Sure.
We can do the easy thing and we can ride that bitch like a wave. Or we can pick that bitch apart. And I feel like I was listening to your shit, bro. I've been listening to your shit for many years. But leading up to this beautiful day and time of Hoodstock's history, ODM, lighter shaded brown on this motherfucker, who would have thought? Everybody been giving me props for this shit. They're like, oh shit, you got ODM, dog. I swear to God, my DMs have been blowing the fuck up, dog.
Shouts.
I just really feel like you were just a technician with your shit, bro. You know what I mean? You really got up in there, dog. And it's just, and what's really amazing about it, it's the time. Like there wasn't, we had a few. You had the Rakims, you had the certain cats out there doing the shit, bro. You know what I mean? But it was a time in history when there wasn't. Here we are in 2020, and there's a fucking million motherfucking rap artists that have fucking done this, that, and that. But you guys were in the beginning, bro. So for you to do what you did in the beginning, bro, is just it's on another fucking level, brother.
I had to do what I had to do because I learned from the best, and I knew that if I wanted to be the best, or at least be the best I can be, I had to take that shit serious. Like a lot of cats, they're great freestylers, but they're not the greatest writers, or vice versa. They can write, but they can't freestyle. Me, I always took a long ass time to write songs or even write a verse, even to this day, because line for line, I'm so critical on it because every line should be critical. And a lot of cats are like, bro, just let that shit ride. Like the homies will be like, yo, man, just, bro, freestyle and just write it. And, and I'm like, nah, because in most of our songs, we told stories. Homies was a story.
100%.
Sunday afternoon, we told a story. So if you're painting a picture, I'm not going to be like, well, you asked me what my definition of a homie is. That's my motherfucker that be chilling, and like, I'm not going to, every word's got to count. Like, it's got to be something that, and no disrespect, I've cussed in a lot of my lyrics too in my later music, but that don't mean nothing. Like, what I'm saying is it's handwritten, it's scripted from the first bar to the 16th bar, or if we're doing 2 verses, then add 2 16s because I suck at math. But what I'm saying is, bro, I take it seriously. And sometimes I'll start a verse, bro, I'll stop in the middle of it and I'll put the pen down, I'll go to bed. And I'll say, you know what? I get writer's block, I'll come back, let me finish this art. Somebody don't just get up on paint this masterpiece, maybe they'll do it all in one session, but some take a couple days, and that's just how I work, bro. So I wanted to make sure every song that I did was value, bro, and that to be respected and appreciated, and it is.
You did, bro. You did. Like we were talking in the beginning, dog, timeless music, bro. And if you didn't walk away from it, bro, and fucking, come back to it, then we wouldn't have not had these timeless verses from you, bro, which are
Crazy.
which are heat rocks, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, who could imagine, dog, the fucking, where you at, bro? Are you 30 years plus down the road,
Yes.
bro? And people are
30
still...
years, this November will be 30 years since Brown and Proud release. We're going to have a little something, so I want you to come through.
Oh, I'd love to come through, my
Yeah.
G, 100%, dog. I'd love to come through. How did you form your name, brother?
My name was given to me from my manager at the time who got our group together. I used to go by Little R in high school. And then he came to me and was like, well, let's switch up your name a little bit, man. And he goes, I came with this, ODM. I was out of the blue, it was ODM. Now, there was a group called ODC he used to fuck with. It was One Def Clan. Shout outs to ODC, man. All them cats out there. Mike, y'all are, man. And And out of Rubidale. Anyway, long story short, he goes, ODM. So when he said it, I was like, okay. But what's the connection with that? He goes, well, you're one solo rapper. You're dope. You call yourself dope. You're Mexican. So you just one dope Mexican. I said, you know what? Fuck it. Let's roll with it. I just want to get in the studio and put a record out.
I thought it was always old, dirty Mexican.
See, that's until ODB came out.
We were like, we got old, dirty bastard, and right here we got the old, dirty Mexican right here. One dope Mexican, though. I love that shit,
Bro, I've been called everything in the book. I'm just like, just spell it right. And we good.
I mean, if you can't spell that right, then you need to slap your mama one time.
I'm just saying, bro. He's smoking some whack shit.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, do you smoke, bro?
I don't smoke, bro. I've tried everything in the book. I mean, as far as weed. And my homies be like, yo, man, you smoking the wrong shit. And I'd be like, okay, smoke some of this sativa, man. It'll make you create. It'll make you, yeah. Okay, let me try. Bro, some shit I smoke, like I want to drive off the 15 and the 60 overpass, bro. Like, I just get paranoid, bro. I swear. I'm a motherfucker that I'm a thinker as it is. So, like, you know, I think a lot.
You're like me, bro. And I mean, I don't try to level myself up to greatness, but I mean, in regards to overthinking stuff, like you said, sometimes you would just like, nah, fuck it, that ain't good enough. I need to walk away from it. I'm gonna come back to that shit. Like, or I gotta rewrite this shit.
Critical.
Fuck that shit. Like, very like self-critical. You have yourself. You don't need anyone else to have you under a microscope because no one has yourself under a microscope more than you have yourself. You know, and that's the way I am, bro.
Can you say that again, man?
Nobody has yourself under a microscope more than you have yourself. You know, and I am so critical about myself, like with these podcasts, bro. There was a point in time, dog, when I would play myself back and I would hear myself laugh, and I said, damn, bro, I've been laughing like that for these many fucking years. I sound like a fucking idiot, dog. You know what I mean? You know, playing yourself back, hearing yourself, dog.
Because we're all critical on our own selves, bro, until somebody else says something like, dude, that shit's fire. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what else is there to change? Yeah, man, but you know this. Nah, man. Okay, you're the consumer. Unless it's one of your homies that's yes, man. We don't need those.
Nah, you don't need those, bro. I mean, like, when it comes to like the people around you, bro, like I always ask, bro, like, my G, like, tell me what the fuck it is, dog. You know, and not everybody's gonna tell you what it is, and the ones that do, dog, keep them motherfuckers close to you, dog. Don't play with it, dog. Check it out, bro. What do you consider yourself, bro? Are you hip hop or Chicano rap?
I'm hip hop to the heart.
And I agree with that too, bro.
I'm hip hop because that's the way I came in. I was labeled Chicano rap. You may catch me, you may pull up some shit, you know. And I got a song that I did with Monte Loco. Shout out to Monte Loco, and he wanted me to do this song, and it was called Latino Hip Hop. It was dope. And anyway, I wrote this verse, and I said something.
Just bro, drop the camera.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't. I heard it.
I heard it too.
But by the time I look, it was like, oh my God, nah,
yeah, he went for the vodka and the motherfucking no calorie Powerade and said, "Fuck the world."
It was fun.
As you should, my G. As you should, brother.
We did this.
Shout out to the homie Raul right here, dog. Hey, shout out to you, my G. Hey, much love, brother. You know what I mean? It's an honor to meet you as well, dog. You know what I mean? It's an honor to meet you as well, dog. Thank you for coming through, my boy. Real shit. Hey, remind me, bro, before you leave that I get you a Hoodstock shirt, my boy. And if you like a hat, I got a hat for you too, dog.
Yo, rock it.
We got a legend in the building, dog, and anyone that comes with this legend, dog, you know what I mean? They get that legendary fucking treatment as well, dog. Don't play with it, homie. This is a motherfucking legend, homie, in the game, dog. I mean, Southern fucking California, homie. Don't motherfucking play with it, homie. If you didn't bump this motherfucking shit, homie, in a motherfucking... Check it out, dog. I did ask... Flox, where you at, dog? Is my homie Flox on here? Check it out, dog. I'm gonna have my homie Flox come through. I told Flox 2 Sundays ago, dog. I said, bro... This is old school Sunday, dog. You know what I mean? And then I kicked it off with Sunday afternoon, right? Mm-hmm. And we played nothing but old school jams the entire day. We had a fucking in front of my crib, dog.
What's old school? Like funk or like old school? Like, what are you talking about? Like 90s?
Yeah.
Okay, hip hop. Okay.
Hip hop, old school hip hop, dog.
Okay.
I did all old school hip hop.
I'm listening, bro. I'm just reading too.
Listen. Let's get. You guys got some questions. Hit them questions. You know what I mean? We're gonna get it. I know. I seen a couple that I wanted to ask you, dog. But we're just flowing with it right now.
Look at. I see beefs everywhere, and that's cool because I've been wanting to address them.
What's that?
There's some beefs there that they're asking certain groups. It's like a lot of people. It's always been a mystery of just certain groups that have, dissed us in the past, and they always want to know why.
Can I ask you one beef that I want to ask you about?
You would be the one to do it because it's your platform.
Okay.
Indeed.
So check it out, bro. And this is something that I have written on my.
And I'm gonna answer it the best that I can.
Yes. Ooh, here we go. Be Real did an interview with Vlad TV.
Okay.
And mentioned beefing with Lighter Shaded Brown.
Okay.
Can you speak on that?
I can. I saw it. You want the long version?
I want the long version, bro. We ain't doing nothing short around here. This is Hood Stocks, homie. We get it. We
Hold on a second. Let's get your likes up before we tell this story. Give us a like right now if you want to hear this story.
If you want to hear the beef that B Real from Cypress Hill was talking about with Lighter Shaded Brown, I want you all to hit that like right now. Shout out to all 144 viewers that are tapped in with us on a Wednesday. Beef with Cypress Hill.
Popeye. What's up, Popeye? You're my favorite in this room.
No, Popeye's banging on here, dog.
Popeye's banging.
Yeah, but don't worry about Popeye.
B-roll slept his fool. It's all good, homie. Hey, Popeye, my single comes out this Saturday, though, but I'm going to let you know where you can get it. But going back to the beef, though.
You know what, dog? Real quick, though, dog. Real quick, in regards to... So Popeye is obviously someone new that's on my chat line right now, and my motherfucking goons are gonna get at this fool right now, dog. Straight up, dog. You know what I mean? Don't ever disrespect nobody on my motherfucking platform, dog. You gonna talk about Popeye going, B-roll gonna slap this fool? No, we gonna slap you, homie. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, dog. You know what I mean? You know this is Hood Stocks, home. Don't come on here motherfucking who banging and shit, dog. If you don't know what the fuck it is, dog. But anyways, bro, you know what I mean? Beef,
Reach.
yeah, beef with. Cypress Hill beef, bro. What was it?
Well, I'm going to tell it to the best of my knowledge, bro, because we, back in the day, Cypress and us, we were cool, man. Like, I was the one that was hanging around with them a lot. Go over to B's house, you know what I'm saying, and chill with him. And Send Dog will be there every now and then. And I think DJ FM will be there. And we just be chilling, man. Like, we became friends, you know what I'm saying? Through the industry. And Mello actually is the one that brought me over there at Cypress and Southgate. So then, we kick it here and there. And actually, there was a point, I don't want to go too far back, but you asked about the certain beats, so we'll do this. So we were cool at first, you know what I'm saying? I always looked at them as big brothers, you know what I mean? They came out after us.
Yeah, so why would you look at them big brothers, bro, if they came out after you? And DJ Vlad TV had to correct him, bro.
Yeah.
Vlad TV, Be Real thought that he came out before you guys.
Right.
And Vlad TV corrected him and said, nah, bro, Brown and Proud came out before you guys.
Which is, kudos to him for doing his research, Vlad TV. Big brothers in the sense of like, look at like somebody who's older than you, bro. Like somebody like I got a homie that's old, like somebody you looked up to as far as not on some music shit, but just like big bro, like he's lived longer than me. So obviously like, it's like, hey, what's up, big bro? What's up, Unc? He wasn't like an Unc. He was like a big bro. You know what I'm saying? He's older in that aspect. So when it came to performing, they dropped and we started doing shows here or there. And the truth of the matter is, bro, like we were popping. Cypress was popping. Okay. There was a point to where, and this is what I know, there was a point to where we were at a show, and I tell specifics. I don't need to hide shit. We were at a show, and they came out with their intro to their show, and they would do this little. Everybody back in the 90s did this dance to where your knees go up and you were doing this, hip hop hooray. Oh, and you'd bounce your knees, right? That was like a 90s signature move. You look up any hip hop group, OPP, Naughty by Nature, How I Could Just Kill a Man, Cypress. I mean, De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest. They all did it. It was so they were coming out, and they'd come out. Check it out, check it out, check it out. Send Dog with his thing. Wasn't a song. It was just an intro. So I saw that, and I go, me and Bobby go, yo, that'd be a dope ass song. So what we did was, long story short, is we took that and made it a song. So this is next thing I know, and you can ask B, but I don't know if that's the reason why, because Muggs did a remix for us too on Spill the Wine. You know what I mean? So we was cool then, but I think it was after the second album. And we had our own shit going on, hip hop locals. You know what I'm saying? Like Bobby had delivered, that idea to us, and he started wearing the Dickies, inside out Dickies, not backwards like crisscross, inside out with the, you know what I'm saying, like that, with the beanies, with the pen, he had the hair and whatnot. But we had our own thing. Hip hop locals was that a movement, but that song just made us like want to go in the studio and record a song called "Check It Out." So that's what our chorus went. Check it out. And they had a signature, Muggs, I'm going to say, had a signature sound that he did. It was that grimy SP1200, like, doom, 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 doom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the jump around, like had those weird ass, like, you know what I'm saying, futuristic sounds. So we're like, okay, well, we like to stick with the trends too. You know what I'm saying? Like they popping. So we had a couple of tracks on Check It Out, happened to be one of those. So now we're looking at as biters, but everybody else is doing it. You listen to Q's Predator album. Cause I get wicked. I don't know if that was the Predator or Lethal Injection, one of them. Cause I get wicked. And he did the same thing, but he didn't get dissed for that. You know what I'm saying? And he was the biggest Cypress Hill fan. Like, he was in their videos. But us, we just took one song. And from what I understand, we were biters. So now they're dissing us in a record.
What record was that, bro?
I don't know what it was.
Okay.
Fans on here probably could tell us what it is. If you're off Cypress, I don't, but I think it was Temple to Boom or Doom or something like that. 1 or 2, Temple to Boom or something. And they said something like, looking for a fat boy and a lighter shade of clowns or something like that.
Okay.
And we knew it was us. Ain't nobody else called lighter shade of brown clowns.
Yeah.
And he was talking about Frost too.
Okay.
So there's where we're like, okay.
You know what's crazy about Cypress Hill, bro, is I feel like they really, really played the game, and once they felt like their market was fucking with the homies and shit, dog, they started doing the homes and the homie and the local and all that shit, bro. But honestly, bro, when they first came out, like, mind you, Be Real's a fucking blood, you know what I mean?
Right.
Be Real comes out as a blood, and when he found out that he can capture the audience of the homies, I felt like he really played a lot of the homies with the shit. And mind you, played myself too, bro. You know what I mean? Because I fucked with his music to a certain point, bro. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, he was a blood, homie.
Right.
You know what I mean? And at the
He
end
wasn't
of
an essay.
And at the end of the day, yeah, he was the opposition, dog. You know what I mean? Back in the 90s, bro. You know, this is what it was. And when he found out that his biggest fan base would be the homies, then he catered to that, bro. He adjusted a lot of his music.
Well, I thought his fan base were weed smokers.
They were weed smokers, bro. But if you go down on some of his music, he does a lot of essay skits. You know, he did Snoop Dogg, the local, you know, and this and that, bro. You know what I mean? Like, he really tried to play the fucking market, dog, to just like, all right, I'll play the essay side, but hey, Snoop, you ain't recording with Snoop, you a Crip, you recording with the blood, you ain't recording with an essay, you know what I mean? But I'll give him props for bringing fucking Psycho Realm out, because Psycho Realm is my motherfucking shit right there, dog, you know what I mean? But in regards to him, like, he really was on the fence on some shit, and he is not he's not a homie, bro.
Right.
And when we talk about homies, you wrote a song about homies on the definition of a fucking homie, bro.
I will say that, and our music compared to Cypress Hill's is definitely more culture based. I will say that, you know, and he even says that. Like, I watched the Vlad interview, and it's true, and it's something that goes back to their first album cover, which he even stated, and it ended up being solidified what I heard back in the day. If you notice on their first album, they weren't showing their faces. They had hoods on.
Yeah.
Because, like he said, we didn't want to be pigeonholed. We didn't want to be stereotyped as Latino hip hop. We didn't want you to know who the fuck. We didn't want you to know what we were. We were just hip hop. And then they go to New York and get beats, or you know, no, excuse me, they film their video, Killer Man in New York, and that just makes you think, okay, well, damn, are they East Coast? Are they what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's hip hop, but then he goes and say, well, yeah, you know, we did have funky, what is that? Latin lingo.
Yeah.
Latin lingo, baby. You know what I'm saying? To touch the Latinos, we gave them that. We gave them a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, whatever. I don't knock the dude. They had a concept and they rolled with it. I don't knock them for that. I really don't. But to go and say that something that you just pointed out right now and said that if he was a blood, I didn't know about that.
Oh, you know he's a blood?
Nah.
Yeah, he's from, I believe it's, Inglewood family, some shit like that, family blood, some shit like that, dog. Hey, shout out to my boy Weasel, Highland Park, banging on these fools that are talking their motherfucking mess right here. Run that fade with Be Real. We run that fade, homie. Get the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, fool. You know what I mean? Stupid ass fool. You know what I mean? I'm about to mute your dumb ass, dog. You know what I mean? This is all positivity and love and respect right here. And if you don't show no respect, bro, then you need to get your punk ass out of here, dog. Nothing's worse than a fucking internet motherfucking banger, dog. And there's a lot of you out here right now, bro. You know what I mean? Respect from the north side. We in North Daniels, dog. North Daniels show love right here, dog. With
What's
the crazy
up?
thing.
That's dope.
The North Daniels, dog, fucking love fucking Hoodstocks podcast. Why, dog? Because it's like this, bro. If you real and I'm real, it doesn't matter what side of the fence you stand on. What's the fucking old saying, bro? Real will recognize real, bro. Get the fuck out of here, dog. You know what I mean? It's just a man thing, dog. It's a mutual respect thing, dog. You know what I mean? What up, Lay Low Bullies? What up, Emilio Zapata? 25 right there. Right up, Jesse Cortez, Serio. Yeah, motherfuckers feel what the fuck I'm saying, dog. Mute Popeye. JJ1R says mute Popeye. Little Mark, the Goonies. My Goonies right here, dog. Check it out, bro. This is one thing dope about my podcast, dog. You know what I mean? So I interact with the chat line, bro. You know what I mean? And so I got my boys right here. So check it out. I don't. One day, bro, I'm gonna throw a big ass barbecue. And all these motherfuckers are gonna come through. We're gonna have a carne asada, homie. We're gonna fucking take shots, homie. But my boys, every time I do this shit, dog, the same cats come and ride with me. What up, Ralph? Shout out to Echo Park. Whoop. Hey, but these dudes ride with me, dog.
Yeah.
And we're small,
Yeah.
but solid.
Well, those are your diehards, man.
I mean, nothing's worse than being big and watered down.
Yeah.
We're small and solid, bro.
Pocos pero locos, homie. No, because that means that they show their respect to you and they support your stuff. Those are really, like, I see some of mine in there. What up, little Gabriel? I see you, Tresha Puck. Those are, you know who they are because you see them on the daily, who your riders are.
Yeah, look at Be Real from Inglewood Swans. There it is right there. Yeah, Inglewood Swans. You know what I mean?
Go.
And I really feel like he really, like, you know what? If I had Be Real on this podcast, bro, I'd hit him, bro. I hit him with it, bro. Be like, what's up, homie? I mean, you really, really, like, you're like, I like a lot of the Cypress Hill shit, bro. Don't get it twisted, dog. But I really feel like he played the game to his benefit, dog. And when you're knocking certain homies, dog, I ain't with it, dog.
Yeah.
I ain't
It's
with
all
it,
good.
dog. I mean, it is all
passed
good.
it.
We passed it, 100%.
Let's work on the lighter shade right now. We talking about us.
Yeah, my bad, dog. I don't mean to go, I don't mean to go too deep into that motherfucking
No, it's all
bullshit.
good. It was a
Yeah,
time.
hey,
We
Brown,
cool now, though. We cool now. I see the homie at shows, you know. What's up, you know? It's shit back in the day, bro. Anybody nowadays will say, you know what, man, we was in a competitive state. We was young.
I get it, bro, but the competitive state, I'm in a competitive state right now. You know what I mean? No how, no way would I fucking try to knock Tony Vision.
Right.
And even though our platforms are not the same, you know, I have rap artists once in a while, bro. I don't like to have rap artists, bro.
Right.
Why don't I like to have rap artists? Because I don't want all that ego right here, bro. I want the realest, not that rap artists aren't real, but you can get some motherfuckers that are putting up a certain front to advertise who they are painting themselves to be to the public.
The facade.
The facade, exactly, brother.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I try not to have too many of those cats, dog, because I you know what I mean? I have an ego myself, and I don't need to deal with all these other crazy ass egos. I just want the real stories, bro. If I'm being real right here, and you're putting up a facade, then we're not gonna connect on this fucking podcast, bro.
You're a grown man, bro. Plus, you can see through that.
100%,
You can see through the bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, I've you know what I mean, I've dealt with a couple things, bro, where I was just like, all right, homie, well, that shit don't seem too, you know what I mean, too rooted.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
Like that shit ain't organic.
Right.
Hipster lingo.
Right.
You know, but I can tell when I sit with somebody, and I can feel like, you know what, this dude is talking from his heart. No fronts. And right now I'm sitting with you, bro. You're talking from your heart, no fronts. But that comes with being a grown man, and that comes with being through all the shit that you've been through, brother. I mean, you have been through a fucking journey. What was the last album that you and Bobby put out, bro?
It was If You Can See Inside Me in '99. And at the time, I was working out of this condo in Corona, and we called it the Bachelor's Pad. And that's where I see a couple out there. Oh, you want to handle that, Brandy?
Yeah, shout out to Brandy. Thank you.
Ooh, what's
RVG.
up, RVG fan? What up, Brandy?
Yeah, appreciate the $4.99. Motherfuckers always fucking tapping in with the fucking, you know what I mean, the donations and shit, the super chats. Much love.
So I was working out of this condo, man, where I was living, and there's where I was producing, you know, I did Capone's first album, Mr. Capone. I said a lot of y'all asking about Capone too as well. Little Blackie, like all the underground Latin artists doing things at the time. If there's anyone you've heard of to this day, like they probably been through my studio back in the day. This is when I was doing strictly production.
Little Blackie, bro. Mm-hmm. Can you speak on that?
What you want to know?
I mean, when it comes to the community, and when I mean community, I'm talking about Southern Califas. I'm talking about homies. I didn't know Little Blackie, bro. But when he passed...
No, yeah, I think you're thinking about the other Blackie.
Blackie Fontana.
Yeah, you're thinking about Blackie Fontana. This
My
is
bad.
Little Blackie, Riverside,
Right.
yeah.
My bad. Keep it rolling, dog.
I didn't know that cat.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just
All good.
realized while I was talking that I
Yeah.
was speaking incorrectly.
Yeah, all good.
My
all good.
apologies, dog. Go ahead, brother.
This was the homie Lil Blackie, you know, Mr. Shadow, the cats from 619, they would come through. So anyway, they all come to my studio, man. I just produced bangers, bro. Like Conejo. I mean, he was through there. You know, he just dropped that movie, man.
Did you see that movie, though?
Dude, he did an awesome. All of them did. That shit was dope, bro. Like, that's what I'm talking about.
I mean, bro, like fucking Conejo. Shout out to Conejo, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to West Side Heartbeats, dog. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that dude, I watched that dude and he picked that movie up to another fucking level. That dude is a natural born, big picture fucking dude, dog. Shout out to fucking Conejo.
What up?
What was the movie name again?
Tax Collector.
Tax Collector,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
I rented that shit for $6.99 off of YouTube, bro.
Yep.
We watched it this past Sunday, dog. And I was just like, you know what, bro? And there's a lot of people that could say, oh, well, they should have done this and that with Creeper. Creeper died too quick. Whoop-de-whoop-whoop. I mean, maybe they couldn't afford Creeper any much longer. You know what I mean? You know, that's what I thought. I thought maybe they couldn't afford him past where he was at, so they had to do it like that, bro. Who knows? Creeper's Shia LaBeouf is a big fucking actor, bro. You know what I mean?
He played that role pretty well, man. I got to give it to him.
Yeah.
For him to play, be shy and play a cholo, man. I mean, he did okay.
I mean, did you record with? So you produced for?
No,
Conejo?
so Conejo, he came down and I produced one of his first 2 tracks. I was on my Brown Royal King Pins, and he ended up taking it. It's called "You Ain't the Homie No More." Banger, bro. Model, he was out from towards out this way, LA area. He came out. We did In These Times. So I was just taking rappers, bro. Like everybody wanted to just get on, and you know, I would be selective with them. I just have beats for them, and I was just doing crazy beats at the time, bro. And so we did it all underneath there, and at the condo, and I lost my train of thought while we led there to the condo. You had asked me something.
Yeah, you were talking about we were talking about the last album that you did.
Okay. So during that time, it was like 97 to like 2000. 99 came and there's where we did another album, Bobby and I, with Greenside Records, which was out of the Bay Area. And there's where we have Sunny Day, which happens to be my RVG fam intro now on our vlogs. And that's what we did, If You Could See Inside Me, Bro. But that album was just probably, I produced the whole album. And I think it was one of our dopest albums, man. I'm not just saying that because I had hands on it, but it was funky, bro. And that, unfortunately, that was the transition when I fell into radio the next year, 2000.
So 99 was the last album that you did with Lighter Shade of Brown?
Correct.
Okay, and so why did you take this hiatus of what was it, from like 94 to 99?
94 to 99. Bobby and I, we had a fallout, you know what I'm saying? I had started like 94 was our last album prior to the 99 and 97. Now we did 2 albums with Greenside. But prior to 94 to 97, I was just producing, man, and we just kind of like went this way. The label we were on didn't really know how to work us, you know what I'm saying? We went from an independent to a major. We thought everything was going to be brighter on the other side, and it ended up not being that way. And they ended up dropping us. So I said, all right, well, I'm going to take a different route. I'm going to take a break from rapping, and I'm going to get into production. Because I did Hey DJ on that last album that we had did on the Laying in the Cut album, which was 94. And that was like that one, If You Want to Groove. Like, man, I did all those songs. That's when I first started getting into production. And then I started producing like 95, like Slow Pain. Shout out to Slow Pain OG. He's back in the game now. I did his album, working with a lot of Thump Records artists, whatever came my way. So I was just strictly production, and I was doing that until a few years later, Bobby and I finally got on the horn, and he hit me. He said, look, I got this record deal up in this label up in the Bay Area. They showing interest, man, and they talking money. So what's up? What you talking? And I was like, let's get it.
Yeah.
I was broker than a joke, bro. Like, I was making money. I was off my tracks, but it was nothing like what we were doing. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, how do you go from 94 to 99, bro? Like, what was the change, bro? Like, how you're on top of the fucking world, bro.
Yeah.
Was it a free fall?
From 94 to 99?
Yeah.
I just felt some sort of like independence, man. Like I'm on my own. Like, I don't have to carry nobody else's weight. Like, I didn't abandon the group. It's just we were just at a time and place to where, bro, we needed a break. We needed, like, it wasn't like we were that close to where, okay, man, let's keep it pushing. Like, I think at that point, him and I were just kind of at our throats. You know what I'm saying? It's a marriage, bro. When you put together like that with somebody you don't know, and then you just, you know, we had fallouts, you know what I mean, on the road here or there. I won't speak specifically on them, but we just fell out of the game, man. You know, as far as the group recording. So with that being said, like I said, I took my production skills and I went ahead and just, you know, started that new path right there, man, and do production. And I always loved doing it. Thank you, man.
Let's do a refill real quick.
Hey, bro, you ever had somebody go take a leak on your freaking podcast?
All the time, brother. Go for it, dog.
I'm over here like,
Go ahead. Go out there, make a right, and there's a restroom right there, my G.
yo, shout out to everybody. Be right back. Hey, Papa, I'll be right back for you, homie.
Fucking Papa.
Papa, you want to come?
You want to come?
Say hello.
You want to hold his weenie? There you go, my G. Let's get that right there. Hey, shout out to all the everybody tapped in right now. I love you, motherfuckers, dog. Popeye, you vibing on Robert Too Hard. It's shining. It's stealing your shine, lame. Yeah, you know what I mean. Break time. It's break time. You don't always do break time right here, guys. We do fucking. Hey, shout out to Raul. Raul, sit right there, my G. Shout out to Raul right there. What up, my boy? Yeah, go ahead, dog. You know what I mean. So how are you, brother?
I'm doing good, man.
Yeah, thank you for coming through, dog, supporting, brother. I mean, how are you connected with the homie right here?
Well, my story with him is we knew each other from back in the day, like going to elementary school. I knew of him, didn't hang out with him. We played in the same baseball. It was Little League. But like I said, I knew of him, didn't hang around with him. Years later passed by and I hit him up on Instagram. Hey, so his friends, like a lot of his friends, we know we have that connection. We know we all play baseball and stuff like that.
That's dope, dog.
So and I grew up out in Santana.
You guys are childhood friends, bro.
So and he grew up in Santana, and it's like once we connected, we started talking about like I lived on this street. Oh, so you know so and so. Oh yeah, I went to this school. Oh, I went to a different high school, junior high. He was going to Carr. I went to McFadden, and he went to Valley High School. I went to Valley High School. I mean, we were there, but later on in time, that's when I hooked up with them.
Yeah, much love, dog. Plug your Instagram right now, dog. So
My
they
name-
can follow you, dog.
Chef Latin Voodoo. I'm known as aka Mr. Mickey.
He ain't got no damn default picture though.
I got no picture of my thing. I'm
got
working
people
on
on
it.
it, bro. I thought you did.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it right now. So I'm that weird dude that people will see like, who the heck is this guy? But
Yeah,
it's-
stalker.
Yeah, it's Chef Latin
Well,
Voodoo.
either he a stalker or he a troller, bro. He a Popeye.
Don't worry, I'll get you, Popeye.
It's all love, dog. Shout out to Popeye, dog. I mean, it's all love. I appreciate the diversity right here. I appreciate the different shit. Nothing can be perfect around here, dog. You know what I mean? And sometimes, you know what I mean? It's comments like that make the perfect mixed drink, dog. You know what I mean? You know, real shit, dog. You know. Hell
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Man, I felt like I
How do you
got
feel?
an empty bladder, and I'm good.
You feel better, dog?
Yeah, thank you.
You relieved yourself?
Yeah, your restroom smell really extra good too, bro.
Yeah, I mean, that's my son's restroom, dog, which is usually filthy as fuck, dog. I mean, he don't fucking clean with shit, dog. Why you let ODM cut your hair? They talking about you, dog. They said, why do you let ODM cut your hair? Hey, homie.
Get on.
Homie got that. You know what? You know what your hairstyle reminds me of, bro? Your hairstyle reminds me of the fucking the Rebels, dog.
I was about to say, yeah.
The Rebels in the '90s, dog. The Rebels all had, they had that hairstyle, dog, which is kind of like the bangs, and they would flop back, dog. I mean, were you a rebel back in the day? Nah.
I used to go to underground parties, and that's about
He said underground parties.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt, dog. No doubt.
Hey, maybe you just can't grow that shit, the rest of the shit
I'm
out.
bald, so that's what it is.
See, that's what it is.
I get it, bro.
I keep it real.
He needs to cut it, huh? All of it. Just go pelon, bro.
I would go pelon, dog. 100%, brother.
Every time I go pelon, I get a what do you call it?
Oh, you get the Popeyes hitting you up every time you go pelon.
I get the Popeyes. They want that chon chon.
Hell yeah,
It's all good, bro.
much love from Ontario, much love ODM, love, yeah, ODM cut your boy's hair.
What about ODM's comb over? Hell yeah, homie. I got that crispy line. Shout outs to Canvas Barbershop, man.
Hey, shout out to
Look at
Alex
your boy.
Navarro. Popeye is the new Karen.
Popeye.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, we gonna give a fucking
Come here, little bitch.
yeah, respect. Popeyes needs Gucci knee pads. Oh, these motherfuckers, dog. That's my motherfucking Goonies right there, dog. They don't play with it, dog. Fuck yeah, dog.
All right.
ODM went from pelon to comb over. Nah, ODM had the motherfucking high top fade back in the
Bro.
day. You know what I mean?
Hey, homie, I had the full on when I can grow hair. But like I said, the older you get, Papa, I don't know how old you are. You sound like about you're 15, but that's okay. Welcome to the show.
Oh, I didn't even realize I read his comment, bro. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to read no more of that fool's comments. My bad on that, dog.
But he
You know what I
knows
mean?
a lot about me, though. So, I mean, he really did his research,
he's
bro.
a fucking fan, bro.
He's a fan.
Yeah, West Texas. Much love to West Texas. You know what I mean? Popeye's a chipster, whatever the fuck that is.
What is it?
I'm going to laugh my ass. Popeye is married to Karen. Popeye still asks Heffa for gas money. Yeah. These motherfuckers. Get him, homie. Get this motherfucker, dog. Let him know what the
Yeah.
fuck it is. This is hood stocks, homie. We don't play with this shit. This is gang right here, homie.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, homie. Get the fuck out of here. Popeye is a chomo. I hope not, dog.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
Popeye, to answer your question, since you're so heavy on my comb over, you know, slide with the gel, homie. You know, my wifey likes it. And guess what? Happy wife, happy life.
Yes, sir.
You should get yourself one, bro.
Shout out from North Las Vegas. Popeye's in his feelings. Mama, hey, check it out. My motherfucking chat line does not play with it, dog. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers, dog, are vicious, dog. If they Popeye is a stalker, dog. Popeye is a homo. What is that? Oh, a house mouse. Yeah, you know what I mean? My motherfucking chat line don't play with it, dog. Don't fuck with the motherfucking Hoodstocks podcast because you will get every end.
Derek, what's up, Popper? Okay, the next beef, Proper Dose. I don't remember having beef with Proper Dose. That's new to me. Let's see here. Cali lifestyle beef. Let's hit that. I get questioned about like that.
What is that, bro? What is Cali lifestyle?
It's funny, man, because I was talking to one of my homies the other day. And he brought it up. Thank you, bro.
Yes, sir.
So cold. And he said, "Hey, bro, like what happened? You know, with Cali lifestyle." And he knows them. You know, specific cat in the industry, and he was like, "Yeah, man." He goes, "I was talking to them the other day, and even they were just like, you know what, bro? What was it?" He goes, "I asked them, why did you diss Lighter Shade of Brown and Cali Lifestyle?" "Oh, because, you know, we did this song that they did. It was for their song was Dipping in My Ride, and I forgot what song they were. You know the song. If you know the diss, you know their song. We used the same track. It was by Confunction, and basically it was a sample. It's no different than Mark and Creeper and Joker using the same more bounce of the ounce.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So to me, it's like, hey, it's all game. Whoever comes out with it first, you know. But mind you, I hadn't even heard their music. I didn't even know who they were until they dissed us. So next thing I know, like we dropped Dipping in My Ride. It's on our album, whatnot. It's out. The single's out. And then they come out with theirs. And then we hear them in their intro saying something like about, hey, this goes out to Lighter Shade of Brown. Hold on. No COVID. And they say Lighter Shade of Brown, fuck this song up, wooty woo, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what? I'm like, okay. So, but that's all that was. We didn't pay no attention because we're doing our thing. But we always wondered too, man. Like, but that's obviously the reason why. But that's all that was out of that situation. We never crossed paths, and it never came out of that.
Yeah, no,
nothing came out of that. Other than that,
I mean, the era that you were in, bro, was like the roughest, the toughest era, bro, that you can be a part of, bro. So I get it, you know what I mean? Everybody was going for the throne, homie.
Going for the throne.
Yeah, they were going for the throne, homie. They wanted the throne, bro. They wanted to be that motherfucker, dog. You know what I mean? So, you're in a Chicano type of scene. It's a fucking tough crowd, dog.
Yeah.
And you guys aren't gang related.
No. Us? No.
You guys aren't gang related.
Nah, man.
And so it's like, bro, like we about this music, you know.
Right.
We ain't on some Tupac shit where
we weren't gang related, but we grew up in the hood.
Yeah.
We just decided not to go that way. We had gangbangers around us, like a lot of cats do. We street smart. We get, but we know, what I'm saying, where to go, where not to go. But to answer your question, no, we weren't. We could write about it all day. You know what I'm saying? And I think there's where the misconception came. When, rest in peace, Toker, you know what I'm saying, Brownside. Speak on it. Another group dissed us too, you know what I'm saying? And his lyrics were, it's funny because I know all the lyrics because you have to listen to them, He said, turn on the radio, Lighter Shade of Brown, turn it off or something, turn it off. Them battles ain't down. Toker, well respected. Hardcore gangster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe he heard some music that he wasn't feeling from us. I get it. Because we touched upon everything, bro. We just didn't give you Sunday afternoon. If you listen to our album, we took you to some history, like I said, like a Mansovia. We took you to the park, you know what I'm saying? We took you to the club of Latin Active. We took you to El Barrio, to what we see. And we developed a character named Mario. We had 3 songs out of that with all 3 different albums. Mario as a youngster, Mario as a older dude, you know what I'm saying, out of 20 in his 20s, trying to make it, trying to live his life and getting caught up and whatnot. Then it leads to him being a dad. And it just goes back to what we were talking about earlier, like actually realizing, growing up, like him maturing into a man now and now raising his own. So if you listen to those songs, you know, you'll see what we're talking about. El Barrio, A Young Vato, and Things Ain't the Same. And those all three songs will relate. So some people were, you know, they get the misconception, okay, well, these fools act like they're gangbangers. No, we didn't. I'm hip hop all day. I'll serve it to you on a platter. What you want? I'm a buffet. I'm versus style. Not versatile, versus style, because we come with different styles, many of them. And we have. If you listen to all of our track records, TJ Nice, we took you to Tijuana. Latin Active, man, we made you feel proud about being Latin in the club. We got it lit. Sunday afternoon, we took you the next day there with some menudo and carne asada. And then we told you about the homies that we grew up with homies. Guess what? Those all four made Billboard charts. You can't take that away from us. And you can't take away the fact that those were stories. Different. They weren't the same. We weren't getting high in every single song. No disrespect to that. That's what you do, and that's what you... But after the fourth song, you got to take me somewhere else. You got to... I'm from the school of... There's a message. Grandmaster Flash, Lottie Dottie, Slick Rick, Big Daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real, bro. That's... You know what I'm saying? Turn my shit up. Hey. Mic check, mic check. There you go. On a what, Popeye? Yeah. Bump that. Let's go. We gonna rock this, man, like back in the day, our radio interviews. Hood stocks. Come on. Lucky. Yeah. Lower the music just a little so you can feel me. I said chill. All the bottles in the park stay ill. Plain horseshoes to win a bill. He got inside the lapping on the grill. So what? I said the cops cruised by looking for the booze. But what Ruben had was plain and simply apple juice. Coming up short, just like a fool. Or back to his car with nothing he could do. All the cars in the parking lot, low profile. And everywhere you look, you see somebody styling. Cars with lists rolling deep with booming sound. It's a good time to cruise around in the parking lot where all the brownies were stacking. And all the vatos were looking for some action. Yeah. 1991, lighter shade of brown, 30 years. Come on. Hood stocks. Woo. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go!
Quit playing with me, boy. Shoot. Who? Shout out to everybody right here in the line, man. Califas, where you at? Oh, yeah. And we was on our way, yo, macking the brownies as we all cut them off at the pass. But they was all like a soft now. We pulled up. They were acting all shy to us. But essays, yo, wanna know who's the flyest. We found out and Jimmy Hasswell passed out. Una está fea, so hey, yo, Peps, you jacked out. Coming up short, they gave us no run. So, yo, Lucky, consider this a dry run, homie. Guaranteed the final brownie, what a night is young. We were rolling. Cause here with Hood Stocks, how we ended our afternoon sway. Come on.
Let's go!
Giving you the extra special bonus plan.
Hood Stocks, baby.
Hey. 1990, let's go. Not a shade of brown, we see in them Nissan trucks, man. Come on, man. Cruising Whittier, Hollywood. Come on, man. OC, Bristol, IE, Magnolia. What's up? I don't know what. Shout outs to Shiro, rest in peace, DTTX. Man, you got me feeling a little something now, boy.
Ooh,
Get some
man.
music going. What's
This
up,
is
huh?
motherfucking history shit right here. What you guys think of that shit right there, dog? That
Man.
shit just lit the fuck up, dog. You know what I mean?
Come on, man.
Hey, my G, dog.
La Sierra, what's up, homie?
That's that feel good shit, dog. That classic, timeless music, dog.
Timeless, bro. You know when I first heard the term timeless? And I'm going to say this story right now real quick. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, you know who they are?
I know Jimmy Jam was a producer of yours, right?
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis were a duo producers of Janet Jackson, man. Brothers who wear the brims, the black brims, tuxedos. You see them all on the award shows, getting many. I mean, they work with many. Mariah Carey and I don't want to say too many artists that they didn't, and I get it wrong, but I know Janet Jackson was one of the big ones, bro. I mean, so I'm interviewing for the radio station Terry Lewis in Vegas. We're at the convention, and I said, hey, bro, so by the way, man, tell me what's one of your favorite old school songs of yours? And he said, old school? What's old school? And I said, well, I mean, you know, we grew up on your music, man. Like, it was like old school. Like, we bump it in the hood, you know what I'm saying? Like, what shit? He goes, what I do is not old school. What I do is being sampled every day to this day, 2000s, 2015, 2020. He says, what I do because of that is timeless. Schooled me, bro. Schooled me that day. I said, you know what, you're right. I still say old school, you know, this and that, because that's what I know. But when it comes to music that lives on forever, that's timeless.
It's not old school.
It's a different brand. He educated me, bro. So yeah, what they do is timeless, bro, because it's for real. You can put that song on 5 years from now, 10 years from now. I mean, any song from the 70s, 80s, 90s. I mean, it is what it is. It's why we have the Art Labeaux that played. You know, still play those oldies, bro. Oldies rule forever. That's a true statement. OG funk, like that's what we grew up on. We always will, and I guess what, our kids are gonna bump that too, because they listening to us. You know, lighter shade of brown. Like I said, it goes back to those 8-year-olds on their shoulders singing our music, man. I love it. Embrace it. Appreciate it.
I appreciate you, my G. This shit is just fucking. Oh man, it just is made, like I said before, bro. It is made.
Can we push? I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, go ahead. Bro.
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I want to push my. I don't know if you're there yet.
Nah, let's push the new single.
Cause I don't want to lose them. A lot of these cats get up early in the morning.
Let's do it.
I want to push the new music now. The story behind this is that ODM hasn't been in the studio for years. I told you when the last album was dropped, right?
Yeah.
So I did a couple features here and there during my radio career, which we can touch upon. But I finally decided to get back in, bro. And I don't know if it was my newborn baby. It had a lot to do with that. This damn pandemic cutting off our shows, G.
Yeah.
Because that's my income. I ain't messing with my bread.
That's your meat and potatoes right there.
Radio station's cool, but, you know, where I live, bro, like, I want to make sure my family's good. So I go over and beyond because, you know, you're supposed to. You know what I mean? Me, I live beyond my means when it comes to my home and my family. You won't see me out there flossing like, you know, new clothes every other. That's not me. I'm not a fashion icon, bro. Like, you won't see me like, you know, unless, you know, there's some sponsors out there. But everything I wear is given. This is given. What's this? What am I wearing today?
Shady Life.
Shady Life. Shout out to Shady Life, bro. Look what I'm wearing. 50 racks.
50 racks.
The homie just blessed me when I walked in. Like, and I support them, and they're supporting me in a way. So with that being said, damn, I lost my train. He supported my shit right there too,
Yeah,
bro.
100%. I just took it off right now 'cause I'm a little hot. But where can I get these at, bro?
ShopLSOB.com.
Yeah.
Hats, tees, hoodies, all that. Right
Yeah.
there, bro. Get that. That's the original logo. So going back to my single, bro. So I got back in the studio. I said, you know what? I got to stay hungry. Especially I got this baby on the way. And bro, we got to bring some bread on the table. But not only that though, I know my fans have been wanting music forever and a day. They said, ODM, please drop some new music. Rest in peace, DTTX. But you got to keep the music going. Why? Because a lot of them aren't satisfied with the music today.
Yeah.
I won't speak on it, but it is what it is. You know, they want that 90s vibe. They want that, you know what I'm saying? Tell me a story. Take me somewhere.
They want that timeless shit.
Timeless shit. So I said, okay, bet. It all started with my Newborn Miracle song. So I got a song dedicated to my little baby girl, Maya Rain. And it's a story about my wife and I going through a couple of rough tries having a baby. Okay? 2017, 2018, 2 of them didn't make it.
Sorry to hear that, dog.
2019 comes. Boom, we hit with another one. Next thing you know, we go to the doctors. My wife's having pains. We go to the hospital. They do ultrasound, do all that. They come out, they say, you know what, it's okay, you just need to relax. Baby fine. There is a baby there, which is great. There's a heartbeat. They gave us a heartbeat and everything. Okay? So then 2 weeks later, we go to our first doctor visit. And we show up, and it's a new doctor. My wife wanted to go somewhere closer to our house because she didn't want, it was farther where we were. So we went to the different doctor. We walked in, and this doctor doesn't even meet us or greet us or anything. It's just like a regular patient, like doctor visit for her. Like you're about to deliver our baby. Like, at least introduce yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt.
So it was just like she sat down. She goes, okay, hi, how you doing? Let's do the ultrasound. So we did the ultrasound on my wife. And she pops up on the screen there and says, well, this isn't a normal pregnancy. I don't see a baby there. Not I don't see a heartbeat. Now I don't see there was no baby there. And I said, well, how the hell can we go from having a baby, full heartbeat, something there 2 weeks ago to this, not now? So she says, I'm sorry. And by this time we already been through 2. So we're just like, damn, we got let down again. So we're like, man. So she's like, you know what? Take your time. If you want to go to the doctors, if you want to schedule a DNC so they can surgically remove it, or I can prescribe you some pills and, you could flush it out and it'll be out within 24 hours. Wow. So my wife was like, well, just take the pills, whatever. So that Friday, we go down to Walmart, the pharmacy, go pick up the pills. The guy at the counter goes, hey, sorry, sir, but we're not going to be able to give you the pills because the doctor, there's some typo that she made in her email and I can't understand her correctly. I'm having trouble getting a hold of her right now. So can you come? You're just going to have to come back on Monday and pick up these pills. And I go, my wife I'm on the phone with her and she's like, you know what? Just tell him to give you the pills. Like we've been down this route already. We already know what to do. And I was like, dude, my wife's like, can you just, we know what to do. And he was like, I'm sorry, sir. He goes, I can't. So I says, all right, whatever. So I go home. Saturday, we wake up. I looked at my wife sitting there in bed. I go, you know what? I don't feel right. I got this gut feeling that we need to go get a second opinion. I said, can you call your sister-in-law's, sister or whatever, she could schedule us one of those 4D places where you go where the big screen is after the baby's already almost done, and they show you the 4D picture. Yeah. I said, can you schedule it for? Yeah, okay, cool. So we go down there on, I don't know if it was that same day or Sunday. We sit down, we go in the room. She grabs the wand and puts it on her belly. Okay. The first doctor did a vaginal one, went up through the that way, the uterus or whatnot. Didn't go far up enough because when she put the wand on her stomach, poof, you saw a baby kicking legs, heart beating, everything was there, bro. I jumped so high out my seat. I said, are you, and it's on our vlogs if you see it. Bro, my heart just dropped. I was like, man, that's God. So there's where our rainbow baby came out of that. Now, it was interesting because after we delivered Amaya, which was 2 weeks ago, shout out to my wife because I know she's watching, we left there to go get the pain meds for, if you have a baby, you got to take Norcos or whatever, because she had just got those. We had a C-section, so she had to heal quicker. So I go back to that same Walmart because that's our pharmacy. Same dude's there. 9 months later, and I go, I know that's him. I said, hey, man, I go, were you here 8, 9 months? I go, you look, he goes, sir, I've been here for 10 years. And he goes, yeah, but that's probably me. I go, yeah, I think so. I go, I want you to know something. I said, these pills I'm picking up right now. I said, man, this is for my wife. We just had a baby. She's all, hurting, whatever. I says, 9 months ago, I walked in here and you wouldn't give me these pills that I were looking. And he was like, sorry, sir, like I did. I go, no. Let me explain the pills that were. I go, we had a misdiagnosis, and supposedly we had a miscarriage. And if it wasn't for you denying my pills, bro, our baby wouldn't be here. So I want to thank you.
God damn it.
Whether it was God or whatever instilled in you, that email didn't go through, bro, but I want to thank you, bro. His eyes just watered. He had his mask on, and his eyes just watered, bro. He was an older dude, too, but he was just like, thank you. Thank you for sharing that with me, man. You made my day. I said, nah, bro, you made our life.
You made our life.
Deep, right? So now, this song that I have, Newborn Miracle, it talks about that whole scenario. First verse, 2017. Second verse, 2018. Third verse, Newborn Miracle.
Can we play that?
Oh, man, can we? You got an aux cord?
You can just tap into this right now, bro. I'm going to take my shit off.
Yes.
And you're going to tap into the Rodecaster, bro.
Whoa. How do I do that? It's a new technology.
Bluetooth. Yeah, it's technology, bro.
What?
I'll take my shit off, dog. Let's play that motherfucker, dog.
Y'all want to hear this, man? It drops. It's already on iTunes for preview, but we're going to go ahead and play this, man. This is deep right here. For anybody that's ever had a miscarriage in their life or has lost a baby, I ain't even going to say a miscarriage, man. Just pay attention to this story. Let me tap in real quick.
Hold on.
Okay, nah.
Yes. Let me see. So
Rodecaster Pro. Okay, yes. I got it.
Ooh, this is a motherfucking exclusive right here, my
yes.
G. This is a motherfucking exclusive ODM. You guys ready for this shit right here? Are you motherfuckers ready for this shit?
Go call your tias, your wifeys. They gonna love this right here, man.
Oh my God. Let's go.
Let me see. Am I all right? I'm connected here. Let me hit the Dropbox real quick.
Shout out to Mike Hawk. Shout out to my dear friend Monica for the super chat for the donation. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Deep story, good stuff. Lucky. iDealer, what's up? My shout out to iDealer. 27 Junkies records. Here we go.
Oh, hold on. Here we go. It's featuring Coda the Barber, man. Produced by Ace on the beat. What up, Coda? Let's go.
Is when I heard the worst. We were blessed with our third and God kept you first. Let me collect my thoughts. This wasn't supposed to happen. Now we sitting here shocked in disbelief. What happened to our fetus? Jesus, tell me how you let the devil beat us. Me and my wife feel lost. You see, we're 2 for 2, but this is our first loss. And now we're looking for some answers. Our baby's gone, taken away like cancer. And the devil is a dancer, corrupting how we think, but see, there's only one master. But still I blame myself. Was it something that I did? Should I tame myself? Or maybe I should be more spiritual. I dedicate this to my unborn miracle. Hey.
Coda the Barber. Hood Stocks debut. Let's go. Hey. Love my baby. Love my lady. Love my babies for life.
2018, you were unexpected. A blessing on the way is what the doc detected. But are you sure this time? Cause we were shook from the last one. We thought this was a sign. 6 weeks in, and gracias Jesus, we just got the word. We got our munchkin on the loose. A second time coming, all thoughts up in prayer. And by the 12th week, we were hit with despair. Shit. Man, that ain't fair. A piece of us missing, we were caught unaware. What's going on, God? Why you take away another? So mad at the world. Let my wife be a mother, Elijah be a brother, and Layla be a sister. I don't understand, and it's got me feeling bitter. Our hope's fading fast, and it's so unpredictable. I dedicate this to my unborn miracle.
Yeah.
Dear God, we hear you. This is your will, and we fear you. Help us understand and to be strong, so the next time around we know what's going on.
Hello, brother. Oh, third verse about to get him, though. Third verse about to get him, though. I love, love, love my baby. I love, love, love my lady. I love, love, love my babies for life.
The start of 2020 kicked off with a bang. A third time around, and we ain't new to this thing. We're hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. We've done everything, please remove this curse. First doctor visit, emergency scare. Second doctor visit, there was no baby there. Third doctor visit, they made a mistake, cause there you were, heart pumping girl kicking your legs. A little rainbow blessing, caressing on your mom's tummy, there you were nesting. And despite the pandemic, you survived all things as we waited for your entrance. Mi milagro hermosa, you're a fighter, bendición, corazón de rosa. And your love is unconditional. I thank the Lord for a newborn miracle. Hey.
Yes, I'm sitting right here.
What you say, Coda?
Waiting for you, my dear.
Keep it going, Coda.
Wondering if you're ever
Gonna what? Gonna show up.
my darling, I wanna know
That's right.
if
You love me for sure.
Cause nevertheless, I'm saying I'm gonna be waiting. Wanna look into my baby's eyes, got me feeling so.
Ladies gonna feel this one, man. Come on.
When I think about your love, when I think about your touch, there ain't no way that I can deny. I love, love, love my baby. I love, love, love my lady. I love, love, love my babies for life, yeah.
Hood Socks, ODM, RVG fam, Live Shade of Brown, Familia. Hey, hey, Newborn Miracle out Saturday, man, for everywhere. Available streamed, Apple iTunes, Apple Music. I'm sort of learning them all. Pandora, Spotify, man. Saturday it drops. So please, when you support the song, you support my family.
Whew.
Thank you.
If you support this song, you support his family, dog. Family first. Family is number one. That was a fucking amazing song, my G. Thank you so much, my boy, for sharing this shit on the platform.
Thank you for letting me play it, bro.
That shit was fucking dope, bro. You know what I mean? Certain songs hit a certain way, bro. And that shit right there is all motherfucking heart, dog. I appreciate you. Thank you so much,
I got to thank my
brother.
subscribers too, man, because a lot of them followed our journey and they were like, dude, go get that second opinion. I was like, I would have never known that. A lot of them put it in my head to go get that second, and thank God we did, bro. Like, I'm just so grateful now, and you know, we sharing our world with them, man. RVG fam, YouTube.
Yeah, our RVG fam, YouTube. This dude, I mean, what made you start the RVG fam YouTube, bro? You know what I mean? What got? I mean, obviously your wife is a natural, bro. You know what I mean? She is killing that shit,
really
dog.
quick, man. We started. I mean, I was always filming. You know, I had the ODM show on YouTube, and I was doing my own thing, vlogging here and there when I was a bachelor. And then when I met my wife, I introduced her to my channel. And it was like, we had this thing called Me and My Hyena Adventures. So everywhere we would go, Disneyland, go out to dinner, we just vlog and everything, right? So she grew into it really quickly. And then my daughter came to us at that time, and she was like 7, 8. She was like, hey, why don't we start our own channel? You know what I'm saying? Like a YouTube channel, like family channel. And I was like, all right, bet, let's go. Like, we're already filming on this. So we started from ground up, zero. And then, yeah, man, it just catapulted from there, you know, and we just started filming our daily life. And it's a trip, bro, because here I thought my ego was like, all right, man, they gonna subscribe to our channel. There's a lot of shade of brown, boom, let's bring all them. Bro, they love my wife. She holds it, like, my wifey is the face of it. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, like, she holds it down, and I think it's because we have, well, for us anyways, mainly women following our channel.
You know your wife, bro. I've never met her, but her beautiful spirit radiates through your guys' channel, RVG Fam, dog. I mean, she is a fucking natural, bro. I mean, I watched a few. I watched one. You know when you watch one, bro?
Yeah.
It depends on if you watch the next one.
Sure.
You know? And I watched one, and I just went down the rabbit hole of the RVG Fam, dog. And I was just like, bro, like, this is fucking dope as fuck. Like, yeah, we got ODM from the lighter shade of brown right here, bro, but who is this?
All right.
Who is this?
Beautiful soul right
This
here.
beautiful soul right here,
Yeah.
dog. I mean, she is just like, she's just a fucking natural, bro. And her like I said, bro, her spirit, her soul just radiates through, and people, you know, are attracted to good fucking vibes, good fucking shit, dog. You know what I mean? I fucking love it, bro.
Thank you. You know, when I met her, it was like, wasn't in the club. It wasn't here. There, I was DJing, doing my thing, but I saw on her Instagram and I saw what she did. It was funny because the way I met her, bro, I met her dad first because I DJ'd his Halloween party. So her prima hit me up, was like, hey, my uncle needs a DJ. So I went over to his pal, like, yeah, I'll do it, man. I was like, damn, I went there. I was like, all right, this is cool. Party was popping. A lot of ladies there, you know, this and that. I was like, all right, I had a little bartender at the house. And I was like, this is cool. So I started DJing, doing my thing. And he comes over and introduces me to her and his other daughter. Says, hey.
Which one do you want?
Hey, low-key, that's what it kind of looked like. And he was like, hey, these are my daughter. But he was all pale. He was like, hey, these are my daughter. I want you to meet them. I was like, okay, cool. All right, hey, how you doing? I was like, hey, sailor. Because she would have a little cute sailor outfit on. We always joke about it. But from that point on, man, we just kept tabs, you know, and we ended up meeting one day at a club I was DJing. I invited her down, bro. And but she's a respiratory therapist, man. She saves lives, and any woman that does that is okay with me.
And that's a really important person to be in this time this pandemic. Respiratory.
Yes, bro. She didn't have to go because obviously because of the pregnancy. So she took a leave during this whole thing.
Pandemic, yeah.
So luckily, God, you know, thanks to God for, you know, that she was home, bro. And yeah, I want to say we kind of got lucky on that. You know what I'm saying? For her being home, being pregnant, and just protecting herself and our baby. So, but yeah, bro, she would be out there on the front lines with the rest of everybody else out there who is, you know, props to you, man, that are out there working that front line at the hospitals.
Yeah, no, 100%, bro. You know what I mean? The song, bro, the song, I mean, the story. Story behind the song, and then you hear the song, bro, it hits different. You know, if we can hear every story before a song, bro.
Right, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just means so much more, brother. Plug that one more time when that drops, bro.
It's Newborn Miracle, ODM featuring Coda, drops this Saturday on my birthday, G. And I waited to do that purposely because I wanted to celebrate my birthday with this banger right here, our newborn baby girl. Shout outs to Concrete Live. We just shot the video for it. So
shout out to Concrete. Concrete been on here.
Ooh, has he?
Yeah.
Oh man, I didn't see that. I have to go back.
Concrete was here in the beginning.
Okay.
You know, I've known Concrete for a little while since I've been out there, the 7 years. And Concrete, oh my God.
He's
dog,
amazing.
I fucking love Concrete, dog.
Hilarious.
I love, like, you know, Concrete, one thing, and I will never forget, dog, is when Concrete sat in your seat right there, bro.
Yeah.
He said, hey, look, he goes, you got callings and you got passions. We were talking about fucking, you know, when he was rapping.
Right.
We were talking about when I was rapping. We were talking about this and that.
You got down, bro?
Yeah, a little bit, bro.
Okay.
You know, the beginning, the first song that I played in the beginning was me, bro.
No shit.
Yeah, it's me right there, dog. Can I get a moment of your time?
Your intro song.
That's me, dog.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, that's me right there, bro. You know what I mean? But I didn't. Anyways, bro.
I get it.
You know how it is. There's some dudes that sound all right, bro, and they just don't, you know, they don't make it to that level of success or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But anyways, Concrete was here, bro, and we had a really intimate conversation. And I don't know if intimate's the right word, dog, but I was really, really engaged in what he was saying in regards to callings and passions. And he said, look, sometimes you have passions, bro. And sometimes your passion is not your calling.
Exactly.
So I had a passion, bro, that was, to do music and shit throughout the time of going in and out of prison and this and that, dog. And it was just a passion, but I feel like my calling is this right here, dog.
I think it is too.
I feel like my calling is this right here, dog, to put certain stories out there, dog. And in regards to Concrete, he's a badass fucking MC, dog. Concrete gets down, bro, with music, dog. But I think his calling, like, mind you, like, he's a badass videographer. You know what I mean? He shoots the fucking badass music videos, all that shit. He's a fucking genius, dog, when it comes to, that type of production, bro. But I feel his calling, we talked about it, his calling, dog, his comedy, bro. And he said, look, I was always funny. My family always thought I was funny. And he just, as we seen, as the whole world has seen recently, I mean, he's putting all that out there. I was watching the skit that you guys were doing, bro. You guys were, you started, homie was playing the guitar, homie, you started spitting.
Like literally, bro, that was on the set of my video.
Oh, was it?
That was Sunday. Or when was it? Was it? Friday. And we were out there. And, bro, that's why our video took so damn long to record, because we were doing 2 or 3 skits. You're getting an idea. Hold on. We got to do the skit. Or I'll be like, bro, now I caught on. Like, I was like, I think I was the one that came up with that skit. I go, bro, let's do this one. And then remember we did about 8, 9 different takes, and he goes, all right, well, he just directed it, got in director mode, and we just knocked it out. But yeah, the dudes, we had this same conversation that same night of the video. This was we shot the video Friday, right? So, and he was like, he told me that whole spiel. He was like, dude, he goes, man, my calling is comedy. He goes, I'd rather put my time into what my calling and my you know what I'm saying, and this is what my calling is. I love to rap. He said, but I really love to do comedy. I love to make people laugh. So that's what I'm putting my time in. I go, great. And I go, you do a good job. You do an awesome job at it, bro.
He does, dog. Hey, let's open up the chat line right now for questions for the legend, ODM, Lighter Shade of Brown. I'm going to open up the chat line right now. And let's...
Hello, welcome to Contalk. We're right here.
Let's any questions you have for this dude right here, man. This is just... He's that dude. It's been doing it for a long motherfucking time, dude. Blessing us with this shit. Rest in trash. Any questions you have for ODM, go ahead and shoot them right now. And
Eazy-E story. They want to know the Eazy-E story.
Yeah,
I was
let's hear
telling
the
you about
Eazy-E
earlier.
story, dog.
And you must have been waiting for a long ass time. That means you've been watching this whole podcast for a couple hours. So shout outs to little Mark. When I met Eazy-E, I was 13. And I was at Studio K in Knott's Berry Farm. They used to have used to go down out there. They had a little dance spot, whatever, on the weekends. They would close the park, and then they reopen like at 7, and then everybody come out there and just go dance. That DJ was on. Eazy-E showed up. He was in his Impala, and he was there chilling with his 2 bodyguards, right? 1 and 2. Or they were twins, big Samoans, bro. I met him later on, but their names were 1 and 2, and he was chilling right there. And I go, man, that's Eazy-E. I told the homie, easy, man. And back in the day, I had my my starter cap on. You know what I'm saying? They had like little R on the side or something like that with the money symbol. You get it embroidered at the swap meet.
Yeah.
So I had my shit on, and I go, man, I'm gonna go out with it and ask him to sign my hat. Same as the Pac story. So I said, hey, walked up, Eazy, what's up, man? He's like, what's up, homie? Whatever. Hey, man, you sign my hat? And he was like, oh man, he goes, just I'm kind of chilling right now. He goes, but you know what? I'll get to it. He goes, I got you. It's like, all right. So I'm sitting there waiting, and then, of course, I don't give a fuck what's going on. I'm just watching his every move. I'm on the corner, low key in the cut. I'm like, all right, is he gonna? All right, do I go back over or what? It's been like 15 minutes. It seemed like forever. Then finally, I just see him exit, and him and his boys leave, and I go, damn. I was like, oh, at least I got to see him, talk to him. That's dope. So then later on, that during the nighttime, we're over by the log ride. If you know Knott's Berry Farm, we're just chilling right there by the games where they, you play games, whatever. And I'm sitting right there on the planter. I'm just like bummed out. And then I see I'm literally bummed out. And I go, damn, here goes Eazy with his girl and his kids and a bunch of stuffed animals that he had just won.
Yeah.
And I go, damn. I go, there he is. I go, hey, man, you only get one chance.
Yeah.
I don't want another one. So I was like, hey, Eazy. Hey, bro, what's up, man? You said you were going to sign my hat. What's going on, man? And he was like, he looked at me and he goes, handed the whatever he was holding to his wife. He goes, hold on, give me a second. And he went over there and he sat next to me on this little planter or whatever, took my hat and he pulled out his pen. Now, it wasn't a Sharpie. Now, if you know Sharpies, if you ever had something signed with a Sharpie, it goes, there you go. He had a pen, which means he had to go over it, and it was a pen that was running out of ink. And he took his time on each letter to trace E, A. He was there for about a good 5 minutes. To Robert, Eazy motherfucking E on my hat, bro. And you don't forget shit like that, man. When you're a kid, I have this thing, man. You can make an impression. You have one time to make an impression, is what they say. And you can either make a bad one or a good one. Okay? So when you make a good one, man, your homie, if I were to sign your hat, okay, like Eazy signed mine, I'm going to tell my neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, Eazy, look at that, I'm going to go brag, right? But if I piss you off or I say anything negative, or if I diss you, or if I say, I'm going to do it and I don't do it, I get it, people's time, or, maybe you get caught up. You can't sign everybody's autograph. But if he would have just signed me on and left, now you got the whole city hating you. Negativity spreads quicker than positivity is what I'm trying to say. So be good, man. If you're an artist, be good to everybody, man. Just a person, shake their hand, look at them in the eye when you shake their hands, man. And because you never know when that person, that little fish, is gonna be the big fish, homie. And just regardless, it's just something to go by,
Yeah, 100%. I mean, have you paid that forward in regards to you, ODM, lighter shade of brown? You got, you got a fucking huge fan base, bro, to this fucking day. Like we were talking 30 years later. Here I am right here, ready to get my motherfucking man titty signed right now. You know what I mean?
I already signed your Tia's Choni.
Shout out to my Tia. Hey, but you owe me. Hey, but I mean, you've paid it forward. Like, if you've made the time, you've seen that kid sitting right there in that planter. Once upon a time ago, it was you, bro. Like,
bro, are you kidding me, bro? I don't need to speak. The homie knows how I am, bro.
Look.
Speak on it, man.
There's been plenty of times where we're at concerts. Kids come up to him, youngins.
He runs my merch, dog.
Yeah.
And I see him go up to the kids and say, hey, here, boom, signs autographs. Gives them a hat. He doesn't ask for anything in return. He's out here, here's my shirt. Gives it to them. This guy, all heart, big heart.
Bro, I've given shirts off my back, man. The kids, here, sweaty and everything. I'm like, you sure you want it? Sweaty, man. But it even goes beyond the autographs, bro. Yeah. It's all about if someone's sick in the hospital, or if somebody...
This guy has... I've never met anybody else with the biggest heart. Like, I could sit here and give you stories, countless stories of him, just the way he is.
You kicked his shit, Raul. That's why he's over there focusing. But thank you, homie. Gracias.
Again, I messed it up.
You did.
We good, dog?
You did kick it, bro.
Are we good?
No, we good, bro.
Okay.
We good.
But yeah, bro, that's what it is. Each one teach one, bro. Come on, man. I go to schools. I deal with a lot of at-risk youth, a lot of them that see me, and it's like, well, how can I be like that? And those are the kids that need the most. It's the most crucial, bro. Your adolescent years. You know that. I know that. So you got to talk to them. A lot of them ain't got dads. A lot of them ain't got moms. A lot of them ain't got parents. A lot of them, living on the streets or whatever. Barely making it to school. Those are the ones I care about. You've seen what I've done, but you could do it too, bro. You can do it, seriously. And if you could just teach one, or somebody takes heed to it and make something, bro, that's I'm more than happy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%, bro. I mean, who do you listen to? Who do you like? This era of music, bro. Who do you fuck with, bro? What do you listen to? I mean, what is ODM? When ODM's pushing down the street in his big ass beautiful truck that I seen you pull up in, bro. You know what I mean?
The one I'm now in debt with.
I mean, what are you bumping, bro?
I mean,
there's a lot. There's a big era right now. There's a big movement, and homies putting the music out right there, bro. I mean, I really feel like the homies really stepped it up and stepped out the fucking box of Chicano rap, bro.
Right.
And then they can really fuck with some mainstream shit, dog.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, who do you fuck with, bro?
Aside of my everyday go-to, which is my funk, you know what I'm saying? Classic OG funk, man. You know, oldies. I'm always bumping that just to get out of the realm of just hip hop. Sometimes you just want to chill. You want to listen to just feel good music. I'm a feel good dude. But as far as hip hop nowadays, I've been digging in a lot of underground. I've been peeping the scene. You know what I mean? I fuck with Young Drummer Boy. You know what I'm saying? My boy Money Moons. He's on my team as well. Misfit Soto. I think he's dope as well. I just reached out to him after I saw your podcast, man. And I saw him on your podcast. And I was like, let me reach out to dude. And it goes back to what you were saying. Like, do you reach out to cats that are up and coming? Yes, I do. You know what I mean? Especially if you're dope, I'm going to reach out to you. Because I get a lot of cats that reach out to me. And I'll hear their music. And I'll give them advice, what they need help on. But a couple of those... I mean, I can't name off to the dome, bro, but I'm sure some of these cats are going to be like, all right, I heard your stuff, but not really good with it. But if I hear something solid, bro, like I'll mess with them. But it's crazy because I'm also in the world of radio. So I'll listen to like mainstream shit. You know what I'm saying? You hear a lot of that stuff on the radio and I go, okay, but what really captivates me? And that's the storytelling, bro. J. Cole's of the world, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Kendrick Lamar, like I still mess with Kendrick, like, because he hasn't put nothing out in a while. But what I'm saying is, artists like that who can take me somewhere, that's who I mess with. Yeah.
You got a question from Derek right here. He said, ODM, what's it like performing at Kamel Summer?
It's KMEL Summer Jam. It's a radio station in the Bay Area, Oakland, 92. That was a great show. You know the Summer Jam, 92.3 back in the day. Yeah. Everybody had their big Summer Jams, 20 artists on stage. Well, I mean, it was lit, bro, because I was a fan. I was a kid. So all these artists that I bumped, you know what I'm saying? Fushnikins, EPMD, Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul, Chub Rock, Salt and Pepper, Vanilla Ice even. He was on, like all these artists that were all 90s, bro, were on these stages. It was just, I was like a kid in the cancer, like, damn, what's up? But I was like, didn't realize I'm one of them. So that's really was just, I was a fan performing on the same stage. It was just a blessing, bro.
Yeah, no, 100%. Frankie Third Eye, who would you like to collaborate with now?
This project that I'm working on right now, and it's funny because the last 10 years I've also collected a bunch of artists or producers or whatever it is, singers in my pocket, my little black book. You know what I'm saying? That I say if I do get back in the studio, I want to mess with them. Yeah. So now I'm reaching out to some of them. And on this new project, aside of Newborn Miracle, like I reached out to like the homie DJ Dominator, OG Dominator, man, from the 805. Shout out to Dominator. We got something cooking right now. You know what I'm saying? Also, Coda, man. I wanted to fucking mess with Coda, bro. And I reached out to him. Bash is the one that introduced me. Baby Bash was the one that introduced me to Coda at our Art LeBeau show last year. And I was like, dude, this dude is sick. And with this whole Soldies movement that's going on right now, the Trisha Toledos and whatnot, bro, they're just bringing that oldie vibe back. Well, what does that remind you of? Sunday afternoon. Yeah. Like oldie vibe. So I said, you know what? Let me call the homie Coda. So that's the guy who's singing on this one right here. As far as Future, I haven't messed with yet. Who else is in my... I still want to keep it on the oldie level and go with these guys. I don't want to mess up their names. But somebody help me, please. First, I got to get their name right before I mess with them. But Was it Duran? The oldie cats. Duran, what are them cats called, man? And anyway, I messaged dude today. I was like, dude, I would love to work with you and do a song with you.
I mean, well, how do people feel, dog, when they have this? When you reach out to these cats, what is your response from these dudes, dog? I mean, you got the legendary ODM from Lighter Shade of Brown, a veteran in the game, bro, reaching out to these individuals. What is the response, bro?
That's what it is, bro. That's the response I get. This all love. They're like, hey, got you. Everyone is, I got you. I don't know if it's because of where I've been through, what I've been through, you know, then missing my partner, we ain't dropped music in a while, or who's that? Duran Jones. Yeah, that's who it is, man. Dope. Or if it was like, hey, homie, on some cool stuff, like we homies, we go back, or just what you've done for the culture. And mainly it's been that. Like, I got you, man. I would love to work with you. You kidding me? Like, you're a legend. And I don't see it that way. I always stay competitive in my mind. Like, I don't care if it's 2020 or 1990. I got to get in there, and I really got to take shit serious. And my thoughts are, dude, everybody's got to get paid. I don't know if this dude got a family and he got to feed. If you're going to charge me, okay, cool. What's your price? Because everything has a price. You know what I'm saying? And if I can mess with it, I'll mess with it. But if not, then, you know, hey, dude, it's all good. But 100, if I got to have it, then I'll make some way to make it happen. You know what I mean? But that's all it's been love, dude, from the producers to the video production. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know. Dude, I'm telling you, it's just been all crazy love. And I'm going, okay, all right. I better sell something so I can pay these motherfuckers back. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Yeah. I'm just worried about paying. People want to give me stuff, but I don't function like that. I don't sleep at night because I know, and I feel like I owe you something.
It's got to be money. We got to be able to prosper from this shit.
But if I eat, we all eat. That's the way I see, you know?
No, 100%, bro. I mean, so you have the single out. Plug that one more time so I can finish my...
Newborn Miracle
dropping this Saturday.
Yes.
And everybody make sure you cop that on all digital platforms.
Yes.
ODM, Newborn Miracle. I mean, you have a single, bro.
Yeah.
Where's the album at?
I was just having this conversation. Okay, bro. So one of the things
we need a motherfucking hip hop album from fucking ODM, bro. Like, we need to bring that shit back, dog. We need that old school flavor, homie. We need that old school feel good. Bro, we need that timeless music, homie.
I would love to get in and just knock out an album, but here's the deal, and this is facts, Lucky. The last year, I didn't know how this new digital game worked, homie. I'm from the 2-inch reels and the CDs, and record labels, distribution. But this whole digital game now
independent,
is different.
Yeah.
So I'm reaching out to my boy Money Moons, and I'm like, bro, I see you on your independent. You record a song. Next thing I know, it's out 2 weeks later with a video. You know what I'm saying? Another thing I'm tripping out on is
it's a single game.
It's a single game. It really is. Now there's cats that have albums, but I think what I want to do is with this first single, I'm just throwing it out there. I got more coming. I got about four songs right now that I'm working on. But I want to see how the single pops, because think about it. Until there is a demand for an album, there might be. Like you're a genuine fan, bro. Like 100%. Hell yeah, if I put an album out today, I know you'd probably cop it.
Bro, I have to.
You know what I'm saying? But there's also those cats that pick and choose what they want. Some cats put out albums and you know which one pops. It's the second track or it's the 8th track, and then they're done. And I'm like, well, what about the rest of the album? What I'm saying is let me put out a single, see how it does. I'm learning the ropes. Your boy just got on TuneCore. You know what I mean? Like, I'm learning all this shit, and I'm going, whoa, it's blowing my mind how easy this independent game is to record a song, put it out there on digital, and it's out like in a week or two. Bro, did you know that I just really got hip to doing my vocals at the house? I ain't got to show up to the studio. And it's just been done for years. I just never, because I always went down to the studio with this whole pandemic shit. I'm just at home. I'm I got a nice little setup like this at the house, soundproof. I do my radio stuff. I do my vocals. I can send it to you. Producers are like, yes. Just let me show you how to export this, do the stems and blah, blah. I go, stems? What are stems? Oh, well, just here. Just do it this way. They walk me through it. Boom. I do my vocals to the back beat, send them that with the reference track. Boom. They fly it in. They email. Everything's done on email. So that I can mess with anybody in the world. So if you're a producer and you got beats, hit me. They're fire, or tag your homies because I'm looking for them. And we could do it that way. But all this new technology is just crazy to me. And, you know, I'd be a fool if I sit here and said I knew all of it, but I don't. So I'm learning.
It's a trip, dog. Such a trip, bro. Adapting to this new world.
But you got to. You have to. You can't be that old head that's like, nah, man. Back in my day, or this is what we gonna do with the old school. Okay, well, you're gonna be left in the old school way. Like, you're stupid. You're working triple. Now, I'm not gonna say you're stupid. I'm saying because a lot of stuff, always some stuff is better. You know, what I mean by better is it works better for some, and it might just be better than digital. It's like, perfect example, digital versus analog. 2-inch reel tapes in the studio sounded way warmer than a digital, you know, that could ever. Now I know technology has probably changed, but I'm talking about when I was like, you know, early 2000s producing. It's just a lot that the kick hits harder. Like, it's just, now I'm getting really into deep production type shit. So not saying always newer is better, but what I'm saying is if it's quicker, you know what I mean? And I can get it done and take my time once my song's done and boom, yeah, send it up here, upload it, boom, got the cover done, boom, fly it this way. When we shooting the video in 2 days, cool, let's do this, boom, 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 got the graphics ready, boom, let's go. That's how it's got to be.
Besides your miracle, baby,
Mm-hmm.
what's the best moment of your life? What's the defining moment of your life, bro? What has it been?
When I married my wife.
And I'm gonna say shout out to that because
Game changer.
I can make a quick joke about that, but I'm not.
Let me tell you something. I got
Because
this.
you're saying all the right things.
Let me say, no, it's
When you
real.
get home, you better have a hot meal on that motherfucker, dog. Babe, I love you.
I said one of my verses is on this bar. I said, I just wrote it too. I said something like that. The last bar is the most important part. I said, look, man, being married's not a curse. It's a celebration. And in reality, because people have this perception of, dude, I ain't getting married. Man, I see what my homie's going through. I'm seeing with this and that, or I've been through this. Or, hey, you just married the wrong one. Or maybe it's you. What people don't realize is that relationships are about, I'm about to break down my Dr. Phil right now. What relationships are is communication, bro, and you hear it all the time. It's less selfish, more selfless. Less selfish, more selfless, which means, you know what I'm saying? You got to know how the woman works, bro. You got to know how to cater to them, and you got to know how to listen to them. Don't be doing this, because what's going to happen is, you know what I'm saying? It's a two-way street, and a lot of y'all think it's a one-way. That's what's going to happen.
You got a question right here, and a couple people said they wanted to hear it, bro.
What up?
Steve Barnell. Speak on you bringing out Capone on Southside Thing and him not giving you credit.
What do you mean Capone don't give me credit? Look, let me tell you something. Capone always gives me credit, man. Capone came to my house years back when he started High Power, okay? And Capone, he shed some light. He told me straight out. He said, oh, I'm a fan. I love your work. I don't want to do this street shit no more. I'm tired of going to jail. I'm tired of doing this. Meaning, not street, but going to jail and doing. I want to turn my life over, man. I want to make music. Will you help me and produce some beats for me? I said, let's go. So he came with it. We started recording some tracks. He was on my Brown Royal Kingpin song album compilation. And then I did a song called Southside Thing with him. He wanted to reflip Nothing But a G Thing by Snoop Dogg and Dre. Timeless record. So he said, put this to it, but I want you to rap on it. said, okay, dope. So I put that track together like I did 9 other of his tracks on his album. It was another track. He wanted to release it. Shot the video. I think it was in, was it Fontana or which park? It was a park somewhere out in IE. Prado Park, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, long story short, bro, I've heard him personally give me props. I'll FaceTime him right now. He'll pick up. Like, we cool like that. Let me tell you something. I don't need... Actions speak louder than words. You know what I'm saying, G. Like, 100%. You know and he knows. That's all that matters. And Capone has never disrespected me personally to this day. So that's all I got to say.
There to say right there. You should bring out the best. What do we got? You got your Capone went to jail, question mark. What do we have here? What do we have here? I thank God. Well, I mean, what was the best? Someone asked this earlier, and I looked at it. I read it a little while ago. What is it? ODM, did you went to high school with female MC named Big Lady K? Mm-hmm. Did you go to high school with Big Lady K? I don't know.
I did. Who said that?
Derek.
What's up, Derek? Derek knows a lot. Let me tell you something.
He was the same dude that I think, he's one of the same dudes that said shit. Anyways,
he's dope, man. Big Lady K was an artist on Ruthless Records, Eazy-E's label. First female, probably on. Or no, he had more. I think JJ Fad was on there too, but she was from Riverside, where I grew up. And anyway, I went to the mall one day and I picked out this record that said Big Lady K on. I was at the Warehouse Records. I go, this is dope. Let me check this out. So I grabbed it, went home, listened to it, whatever. Next thing I know, she gets transferred high schools over to my high school, La Sierra. And I go, I know who you are. You're Big Lady K, man. I just bought your record last week. I was all hyped. And I was like, damn. And she was like, yeah, what's up, man? What's up, little homie? Whatever. And her brother went there too, her brother Curtis. And I was like, damn. So then they started, next thing I know, they started doing their thing. Like Curtis was like the beatboxer and she would rap for us and everything, like put on a little show at the lunch benches. And I was like, hey, you know what? Just like anybody else, would you introduce me to your manager? And she said, let me hear you flow. Boom, my name is right. I just spit whatever I spit. She was like, oh, hey, you pretty dope for a Mexican. I said, call it what you want. I said, what's up? She's like, all right, come on. So we went to this payphone on the campus, and she called up my manager, which wasn't my manager then, became my manager. Hey, Cliff, I want you to hear this dude rap. He's Mexican, man. Check this out. Boom. Went up there, and I just did my thing. He was like, all right, cool, man. Well, let me get your number, and I'll link up with you. If it wasn't for Big Lady K, there would be no ODM. Whew. Straight out. Facts. If she hadn't took me to that payphone, there wouldn't be no ODM. I mean, there'd still be a little R rapping in high school, but there would be no lighter shade of brown. There would be no, like, if she hadn't walked me, like, and I know I owe all my props to her. She knows it. I give her props all the time when I see her every now and then. But
wow, that's a game changer right there. Shout out to motherfucking, who was that? Derek? That's that shit?
Yeah, Derek, no.
Yeah.
Priority Records, yep. Look her up. She got a song. She all on the Eazy-E videos, easier said than done. But she had her own song. Big Lady K was called Don't Get Me Started. Big Lady K, look that up.
Yeah, no doubt, bro, no doubt. Fuck, dog. So Lulu's from the Bay Area. Yeah, much love to the Bay Area, dog. Shout out to Oxnard. Shout out to 805. Same shit. Mickey coming home today. All
That's
right.
you, dog. Your wife asking for you, Mickey. Look, she ain't got no picture either. Look at his wife already calling him out on YouTube. I told
Get your ass home. Get your motherfucking ass home.
She put the JK. No, just killing.
Shout out to Lady K. You guys listen to the transplants or ever thought of experimenting with rock or alternative sounds?
I'm not against it. I love all genres of music. I used to produce a couple of that tracks like that, man, like some like Linkin Park type shit. Like, yeah, man, I'll get down with that. Like I said, I'm versatile, man.
I mean, what do you think in this time we're in with President Trump, and now we have Joe Biden and we have Kamala Harris, bro? Like,
I don't do that.
Do you fuck with the politics and shit, bro?
I don't fuck with it.
Yeah.
Next question.
Yeah, no doubt, bro. It's a slippery slope when you answer these questions, bro.
Yeah.
You know, like,
And I only say that because I don't educate myself as much as I should. So rather than speak on something I don't know.
yeah, 100%, dog. And I'm gonna tell you guys this right here. I'm gonna speak on it because I listen to shit, dog. Keep my ear to the streets.
That's right.
Kamala Harris, while all you motherfuckers are celebrating the first black nominated vice president, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Whew, she's a crook, bro. Kamala Harris is a motherfucking piranha in that motherfucking fish pond. And when she was fucking DA, bro, ooh, she was hiding evidence. She was hanging motherfuckers for the fucking smallest fucking crimes, bro. She was doing the motherfucking dirty work. And all I'm going to say, bro, at the end of the day, dog, fuck these politics, brother. These politics, bro, are just a bunch of fucking hidden agendas, a bunch of motherfucking facades like we were talking about earlier, bro. These politics right here are motherfucking treacherous, dog. You know what I mean? It's really disappointing, bro. I don't want to get into all this shit because we got motherfucking ODM and letter shit around right here, dog. But I'm just saying.
I'll be a great listener.
But these politics, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, they all about what Kamala Harris first. Whoop, whoop. Fuck the skin color. Let's talk about the motherfucking individual.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. I mean, what was your 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, we'll end this shortly, dog, but I have a legend right here in the building, dog, so I don't want to go without kicking myself in the butt and be like, fuck, I should have asked this dude this, that. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
Yeah, I remember back in the days, guys played a little sport for Escondido, California Dope Show.
Escondido, probably it's called Distilleries, right? It was a club. That was the only spot we played at, bro. I mean, I could sit here and tell you stories forever.
I mean,
bro.
did you guys? I mean, you obviously hit the States. Did you go out, to different countries?
Yeah.
Do your thing?
Oh yeah, with Japan, bro. I think like hip hop in general is big out in Japan, bro. I remember going out there, rocking the clubs. I mean, we had Hey DJ. We were #1 in Japan forever. London, over groups like Casey and JoJo, Boys to Men, like just leading the charts out there. So we go out there occasionally, see the chinos out there, bro, and they were like dressed like Mexican, like lowriders. They had the suspenders with the white beaters, with the khaki, and I go, we perform, we're like, bro, take your glasses off, let me see, and be like, I'm like, damn, bro, you're like really hardcore with this. I'm like, then they're lowriders, and they're lowrider magazines. You instead of how we open up our magazines this way, theirs is the other way.
Oh shit, that's crazy, bro.
It's crazy, like little stuff like that, bro.
I'm right-handed, not left-handed.
Yeah.
Hey, Bay Area has asked this question numerous times, and I've watched it go up on the fucking live chat right here. Thoughts on Mac Dre?
I didn't really get in. I'm sorry, I never got into Mac Dre, bro. I never did, man. What's respect? I didn't learn until after he passed, which is unfortunate with most artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up like E40 in the Click. And I know you're going to go, well, how you going to not know about Mac Dre? But it's true. I didn't really, he must have been really underground. I think the artists from the Bay Area really exposed him and really promoted him as one of the greats to do it after he passed.
I mean, sometimes people don't get their full recognition until after they pass, and it's really unfortunate. But
yeah.
Bryce wants to know, what park was Sunday afternoon at?
It was at Lake.
Oh.
El Monte.
Can you look at that chat real quick and let me take a leak real quick?
Yeah, bro. Let's get it. Come on, man. Do your thing. Hey, what's up with the what's the? Hey, bro. I want to say, what's up with the salami? You could be like, ODM asking for salami. Nah, bro. He offered some earlier. But it's all good. What's up, Gilbert? Gilbert Lopez. Benny Sullivan, man. Benny's doing his thing right now. Benny didn't get at me. Because I hit Benny already, man. And he hasn't hit me back. But the Vato's doing it. That's right. Who else? My cousin Peps. Shout outs to Peps. Yup. That's right. What's up, Riverside La Sierra? Shout outs to ODM. You going camping this year? Won't say the spot, but in SD. What's up, Grande Knuckles? Campland, man. You can say it. Shoot, I have a YouTube channel. I don't hide anything. Let's see. What's up? My mom's in here. Damn, mom's representing. Bay Area Soil. Derek, Ray D. Oh, man, a lot of these guys. What up? Be legit. It's all love, man. Thank you guys. Who's been here from the beginning of the interview, man? Give us a big like right now. Let us know. I know my wife's gonna be texting me soon. Just like Anna's, just like this fool Raul's wife texting, like, when you coming home? You still DJ at 99.1? Yes, we haven't talked about my radio, but that's a whole nother conversation, man. But yeah, I've been on radio for 20 years, music for 30. But yeah, man, I like this. I like this podcast thing here. We got to get one going, Raul. Shout outs to Hoodstock. I'm gonna interview Lucky on my podcast, but I don't know what my podcast should be. But I gotta get me one of these Rodes. These are this is the easy stuff right here. Look, like it's got everything right there. You got his laptop set up. But yep, Newborn Miracle drops this Saturday, guys. For those that watch the vlogs, you know about it. I'm really excited to put out new music, man. Finally, after so many years, back doing it. Like I said, I'm working on some, stuff that it feels good to me. Hopefully, it feels good to you and transcends, that music that you used to from Lighter Shade of Brown. And I'm just keeping it, man. 2020, giving that feel good, that good. The Hyena in the house. Where's the Hyena? Wifey in there? The Hyena? Where's she at? RVG fam. What's up, babe? What's up? I love you, babe. What's up, Hyena? How's my baby? How's baby Amaya? Where's Elijah? Did you go to Arizona Middle School? I didn't go. Whoa! Look, babe. Look, see, we on this keto. We should wrap it up with the keto burrito.
We'll wrap it up with keto.
Cool. Hyman's in here already. My wifey's in there, bro.
Shout out to the wifey, bro.
Say what's up to Lucky.
What up, wifey?
There she is. RVG fam. Yep.
That keto lifestyle is the shit, though. I mean, it's really, health is wealth, right?
She's sleeping. My baby girl's sleeping. Okay, so don't knock the keto until you try it. And you see results from, like, my guy started on this because my neighbors got into it, bro. I'm over here dropping. But of all the diets, and yeah, I say that because I got to get out. I'm 40. I'm about to be 47 on Saturday, bro.
Happy birthday, brother.
Thank you. And you can celebrate by going and picking up Newborn Miracle or stream it. It's going to be available. But I saw the results with them, and I was on some other diet, too. And I was like, man, this thing was, like, killing me. I couldn't really eat anything, and it was just, like, all liquids, and I had to take to suppress, like, everything else, and supplements, whatever. I'm like, man, this got me hungry and mad because I can't eat. But this keto, bro, basically, bottom line is the fats, the high fats that you love to eat, like carne asada, you know what I'm saying? All the meats and everything else take place of the carbs. So basically, it's a carbless diet. It's like the Atkins diet from the 90s. But you know what, man? I'm on it. I've been on 2 months, and I'm already down 20 pounds. I don't know if you want to share your story, homie.
I'm down 25 pounds. I was a double chin. I mean, I go up and down sometimes with my weight, dog. But I realized, dog, that it's an important factor in this time that we're in right now in regards to health. You know what I mean? If you have to fight that virus, you want your engine running as best as possible to fight off anything that is violating your fucking body.
Yes.
You know, and the best way to do that is you got to learn your body. Like me, I'm allergic to gluten.
Oh, okay.
I'm allergic to gluten, and gluten is a protein that is found in a lot of shit. Bread, noodles, a lot of different shit, bro.
Yes.
And I used to always fucking shit myself, dog. You know what I mean? You know, like, sounds stupid, I shit myself, but it was real, dog. The shit, they would give me gas, bro, and I was like, oh, I'm lactose intolerant. No, I was gluten intolerant, bro. You know what I mean? So the keto diet helped me, my body run better, bro. And if your body's running better, then you're gonna function right. You can have a lot more energy. You're gonna fuck better. You're gonna perform a whole lot better in all fucking areas. Did you go to Arizona? Did you go to Arizona Middle School? I don't know what the fuck that's about. Let's see.
Or more importantly, you're gonna be there for your kids, man. I got a newborn. Like, I can't be like overweight trying to chase a baby and a 4-year-old to go with.
Yeah, I mean, at 47 years old, brother, you know what I mean? You really, really need to concentrate on your health, brother, to go the distance. We trying to go the distance. And a lot of cats won't relate with that. A lot of cats in their 20s are like, fuck the world. Nothing can touch us. We are unstoppable, you know what I mean? But when you get a little older and shit, you know what I mean? You guys will...
That's what I said when I was drinking 40s.
Yeah, you'll vibe with us on another level and shit, you know what I mean? But ODM, lighter shade of brown.
Yes.
My G.
Yes.
Thank you so much for blessing this platform, brother.
Thank you, bro. I know we can go another 3 hours, but damn, homie gotta get up, do that radio show tomorrow.
Real quick, bro. Radio show.
Yeah.
99.991
KGI.
How did you get involved in that, dog?
We'll pick up where I left off. When I was doing my beats in that condo. Me and Bobby, once again, we split again. Actually, I offered him to come with me to do the radio show. I always kept ties with the Jocks on 991 here in Inland Empire. And Jesse Duran, who was PD at the time, asked me, hey, ODM, remember 5 years ago or a couple years ago when I asked you if you want to, where you see yourself in 5 years, and you said doing my job, radio? And I was like, yeah, because I always thought it was fascinating. I'd be on tour, going to radio stations, answering phones, like, talking to girls, whatever, or, but I always see the DJ watching do his thing, run the motherboard, like talking, doing, just as you got in front of you. And I was like, damn, that's dope. Like, they do this 4 hours a day, like just expressing themselves. Like, that's dope. So that's what I explained to him. He goes, do you want a chance? And I was like, hell yeah. Like, get on radio and get my music played? It's a no-brainer. So he said, come down next week, sit on my show for a week, and I'll show you the ropes. So this was in end of 99. And so I went in, I sat down with him all week. So I went from doing that to he put me on weekends, and then I started learning the board, doing it myself. He put somebody to assist me. And from that point on, bro, like, I remember sitting on air in 2000. I brought the Millennium in with a bottle of champagne on air, running DJ Linwood's mixes. And from there on, it was all. I did that for about 2 or 3 months, weekends. Then I got into overnights. I thought I was going to slide right into a primetime slide, but he was like, nah, you're doing overnights. I said, why? He goes, because I want to groom you, like really groom you before I give you a primetime spot. I said, I respect that now. So that's what he did. He threw me in nights. I did 6 to 10. Killed the game, bro, for 10 years straight on nights. And then finally I got picked up at Kiss FM in 2004. And they asked me to do in LA, to do a club DVA in LA. And they were like, hey, ODM, we like what you're doing down there in Riverside. Same company. And they were like, we want you to come do it over here on weekends. We got a club spot. You down? I was like, LA, let's go. Yeah. So I went. I was doing that on the weekends, doing KGCI during the week. Well, turns out they wanted to use me more at Kiss FM. So I ended up going on air at Kiss FM at 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. after JoJo. Very few Mexicans will make it, you know what I'm saying, especially West Coast, Southern Cali, on Kiss FM. Yeah. Like, you got to be handpicked. And the reason why I know this, because I was in Vegas once, and I was at a convention, and I saw Big Boy, Luscious Liz, remember? Yeah. They were together as a team right there. And I go, what's up, Big Boy? He knew me from interviewing us. Fun fact about Big Boy, he used to be Farside's bodyguard, if y'all didn't know that, back in the day.
Was he?
I was telling the stories,
oh,
yeah.
Shit.
Baker Boys brought him in, but that's another story. I know a lot of stories, but he was like, I was like, what's up, big? He was like, man, congratulations on the Kiss FM gig. I was like, thanks, G. I go, but you know, I don't understand, man. Like, why they pick me for? I go, I said, bro, I think they only picked me because I'm raza, Mexicans. It was that whole reggaeton movement that was coming in, Daddy Yankee, Don Omar and shit. It was a whole wave. And he looked at me, he goes, oh, they could have chose any Mexican, but they picked you. Woo-hoo. Those were his words. And I go, you know what? You're right. 300 and some stations across the United States.
They picked you.
And they picked me to go on Kiss FM. I told him because I always thought I'd be on Power. Yeah. Because it's hip hop. I'm hip hop. Hello.
Yeah.
And he was like, bro, take with it, run with it. You stand out. Yeah, you stand out, but you stand out in a good way.
Yeah.
Because everybody else is like, hey, Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah.
Like, I don't talk like that, I talk just like this. What you see is what you get.
Yeah.
So I did Kiss for about 5 years and KGGI. So I was like Art LeBeau in that mug. I was 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. every single day. 2 different stations. So you heard me in IE and LA. Crazy ride of my life, bro. I ended up moving to LA for a year. Moved out there and wanted to be closer to the scene. See if I can get me a couple acting roles, whatever. But my ass just got lazy because I was comfortable with the check I was getting from both radio stations.
I mean, what kind of checks do you get from there, bro? If you don't mind me asking, bro. Do they pay good, bro? For my, to a 1 a.m. slot.
Yeah. You're talking L.A., bro. You're talking number 2 market in the nation.
100%, yeah.
You're talking New York, L.A., Chicago, Bay Area, all the way down. I think there's like 300 markets. And the pay grade obviously is higher when the market. It's like playing for the Yankees. Somebody told me, it said you're handpicked when you're in one of those stations.
Yeah.
And everybody else surrounding you in those smaller markets across the country are just listening to you guys online, like wishing, hoping one day that they can even get a spot in Cali. I used to hear all this. And hear your asses coming here. Oh, you got a lot of haters right now, like other cats would tell me. I feel it when I'd walk in the building. There'd be cats just like, that'd been there for years waiting for their chance in the building.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
people go to school for that shit.
Right. And I'm going to say this right now. You don't got to go to school to be on radio. I'm going to say it again. You don't have to go to school and spend thousands of dollars to go on radio. I had a gift. I had a brand already. But apply for the radio station as street team. Work your way up. You're in the building. You have access.
Hey, Derek has asked this question like 5 times, bro. You know what I mean? Did Lighter Shade of Brown ever appear on Yo MTV Raps?
Did we appear on there? They never interviewed us. But remember, what was that? Damn. Her name was D. She was part of a group, and I think Dr. Dre had slapped. They said Dr. Dre slapped her. It was a big thing back in the 90s. And she used to host a video show called Pump It Up. Anyway, it was probably the closest I ever got to getting on a nationwide TV show. I was never on MTV, though. Just our videos were. Yeah.
I mean, in regards to, like, I probably skipped this question. I probably didn't write this question down, dog. But you came up in an era, bro, where Mexican rappers, bro, really had it fucking hard of breaking into the industry. You broke into the industry, bro. You did your fucking thing, dog. You know what I mean? To this day and age that we're at right now, bro, there's so many homies out there that are trying to break into the mainstream rap, bro. And if you turn on Power 106, if you turn on 92.3 The Beat, and I'm talking about LA radio stations,
yeah,
do we have a place in this industry? Obviously, I know we do to a certain point, bro, but are we fucking ostracized to a certain point, bro, where they don't, the blacks, the brothers, don't want us to raise up to a certain point, bro? I don't know if I'm asking you this question the proper way, bro. But they own hip hop. We get spots where we can just rent certain spots out, so to speak. The big money, the billboards. Motherfuckers are still trying to knock that door down, bro. The growth of raza, hip hop. Is it worth the endeavor? Is it worth the push? Is it worth the heartache that we put on our fucking family, bro? So many homies that are out there trying to be the next Tupac, be the next Biggie, idols that we grew up with. You got this fucking clown 6ix9ine, bro. He's breaking mad records, dog. He's a fucking snitch. I mean, where the fuck are we at as a culture with hip hop? Is it politics? You somehow, some way, lighter shade of brown, did your thing. Classic. Timeless music. And we got all these cats that are coming after you that are trying to make the timeless music, and a lot of cats did to a certain point. You talked about Slow Pain. He did to a certain point. You said he's back in the game. We got various artists, a lot of artists, bro. Brown brothers, they want to be that dude. They want to be that next. What is it? I mean, what do we got to do? Is there a lane? I mean, we have a lane, but what's the market, bro? Like, what is? I mean, do you think about this stuff, bro? I asked I'm all over the place with what I asked you. I didn't,
No, are you talking musically, or just in general?
Industry.
As Latinos in the industry.
Industry, like, we cycle around, found a way underground. We
never made it where we wanted to be. We never went platinum.
Where did you get? Did you guys get gold?
I mean, we got gold. Total, we went platinum, like total records sold, but we never hit that. And I'm not going to blame it on because certain radio stations didn't play our shit, or we just didn't, or because we didn't get promoted, or I don't know what it was, bro. Like, maybe we just didn't make it to that when other artists did. You talk about 6ix9ine. No one really likes that cat. I'm not quite sure I do either. But the fact is, he had a #1 single last week. And he's Mexican. He doesn't, really push that. I mean, he's not really, you know what I'm saying? But he's somewhat of it. You can't take that away from him. It is what it is. So as far as making it as a Mexican, whatever, Chicano, whatever you want to call it, #1 record. He did it. So it all depends on what you define as success. Some people say, hey, I did my record. Cool, man. I did it. Oh, nah, man, I want more. I want to sell. I want to sell 100,000 records. I want to sell 500,000. I want to sell 1 million. And I'm not going to stop until I do. That's great. But it all depends what you level success at, my bro. Like me, yeah, we didn't achieve what we wanted to. We achieved a lot. We got really far. People want to know our names, obviously. Did I want more? Yeah. But I can't complain to where I got. But I'll tell you what the biggest thing is, and you've heard it before, is our own people. One crab gets out the bucket, the other crabs are trying to pull them down. And that's been since day one our biggest problem as raza. One gets ahead and it's like celosos all everywhere, bro. People just jealous, bro. Envious. Why? There's enough money. If the brothers do it, why can't we? Why? But yeah, we're buying black hip hop too. We buy everything. You know, and you probably do, the majority of hip hop that's bought is bought by Latinos. Rappers will tell you that. The Game. I'll start naming names who have told me that themselves. yeah, man, I fuck with Mexicans. Mexicans buy it. They the ones that buy the records. True, we do. So can we go platinum? Yeah, I'm sure we can. But maybe there's that percentage of raza that doesn't look at us as rap either and doesn't accept that from us. Maybe because they want to, like you said,
So
Black owns it, like you said.
They own it, and then it doesn't help when our own people are the biggest fucking haters. Am I?
No, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what it doesn't help us. It doesn't. And I don't know what it is. It's like this. I can't think of the word I'm looking, but it's just that word that it just keeps us back, bro. And I don't know. Like you gotta look at the bigger picture. There's just so much. There's so much money to be made out here. Is what I'm gonna say.
There's
It's
ton of
enough for
money, bro.
everybody. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
It is what it is, and we're gonna leave it at that.
You know what I'm saying? Like we talk forever. I mean, paleteros, they're a big topic right now. But at the end of the day, there's one on every corner in the hood. You know what I'm saying? But they all getting their bread.
Yeah.
They're all surviving. What do they want? They want to provide. They just want to make sure their family's cool. Maybe they're happy with that. Maybe they're successful. I went home today knowing that I got a roof over my family's head. You know what I'm saying? But do you see this dude over here selling elote hating on the guy that's selling paletas? You know what I'm saying? Like, picture that. Hey, come on. Like, you're on my street. Like,
No, we don't see that, but it's probably happening, bro.
You think so?
100%.
You think so?
100%. Yeah, they're hating on each other, bro. Like, oh, fuck that dude. That dude's shit is expired. You know what I mean? Or that
That's
dude.
a damn shame.
You know, nah, bro. It is what it is, bro. It is a damn shame, dog. You know what I mean? And if you're one of them fools on hood stocks and shit, unsubscribe. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If you're one of them fools, you know what I mean? Just fucking kill yourself already, dog. This shit is stupid, dog. 'Cause there's a lot of motherfuckers, dog, that do that shit, dog. You know what I mean? You know, like we had this we had this clown Popeye on here this whole time, dog. Fucking talking out the side of his fucking neck, dog. I mean, I don't know the dude, dog. I don't want to know the dude, dog. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying on that note, dog, like we have a legend in the building, dog. And you are talking nothing but fucking masa, homie. You know what I mean? Like you're talking out your side of your neck, dog. You know what I mean? To this dude right here, dog. You know what I mean? Like, come on, homie. Cut that shit out, dog. You know what I mean? But that's just an example. You know what I mean? I know it's a small percentage, but sometimes a small percentage, you know what I mean? It's discouraging, dog, and it really like, you know what I mean? It really like it's wrong on all levels, dog.
We just don't pay attention to dudes like that because obviously he probably knows me more than anybody else does, which it seems like he does, which means he's taken the time and the research to do it, and that's dope. You could probably educate, our fans in here, which is dope on the good stuff, but like people like the little Gabriels of the world that actually support. You ain't gotta like my music, but damn, homie, you sure know a lot about me. You know what I'm saying? Is what I'm saying. Like that's what's crazy.
Yeah, shout out to let me see, let me read that right. Miley Rivera, he's a punk. Lucky. Ignore him, Luck. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, I know that, bro. I know that. I just, you know what I mean? It's discouraging sometimes when you have this caliber of dude right here, and you got some dude that just can't stop. Like, he's a fucking jighead. He's stupid as fuck. He's tweaked the fuck out. You know what I mean? He's got a dildo on his fucking ass, dog. You know what I mean? He's got a fucking bra on right now, dog. You know what I mean? And he's fucking shaving his fucking chest right now, dog. Trying to
give him the DS Johnny.
Yeah, dog. Like, you know what I mean? But it's just sometimes, dog. It's just one person out this whole crowd, dog. I should have muted him a long time ago. I just didn't do it, dog. But anyways, hey, my boy, thank you so much, dog, for blessing this platform with your motherfucking greatness, dog. Hey, real quick before I end this right now, because I'm going to end this right now, brother. You know what I mean? Do you have anything else that you can leak out to us that we can play on the way out of here, bro? Do you have any, like, hidden gems, any music that you haven't put out there,
on
bro?
Bluetooth?
Yeah, on Bluetooth, dog. On your phone right now, that you can just pop us right now, dog.
It ain't even finished, bro.
Some underground, some raw shit, dog.
Nah, I mean,
you know what I mean? Can we do it?
I don't know. Let me see, bro.
Shout out to the homie right there. He said, "Hey, bro, your music got me a lot of nalgas."
Appreciate that.
Back when I was in high school. Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, I mean, ODM. Hell yeah. Much love. Much love. Whoop, whoop, ODM. We're going to end this right now. Everybody.
Hold on.
Everybody light that bitch up right now. Light this motherfucking shit up
see.
for this motherfucking legend. We giving him his motherfucking flowers right now. You know what I mean?
Am I hooked up right now?
Yeah, I hope you
I'll
are.
play a little verse. Let me see.
Let's do it.
I'm just messing around. This
Shout out to
shit
Azusa. Azusa in the house.
It's some like 11 o'clock at night shit when my kids are to bed. I'm downstairs and just writing, messing around. I like to mess around. I got a mic like this and I just press play on something. I grab some beats. Hold on.
Okay, so this is just you recording off your phone.
Yeah, pretty much, bro.
Ooh, this is the raw of the raws right here.
This is just messing around.
My lady's crush when she was a young girl. Hell yeah, dog. I mean, hey, your lady's probably gonna bone your lady tonight, fool, and she's gonna close her eyes and think of this fool. You know what I mean?
Don't do that.
With the 50 racks hat on. And when you wake up, buy a 50 racks hat. And then you put it on your head. And then you get that shit in, homie.
Hey, Heina, he's just kidding. My wife's in there.
You're right, I know. Shit, respect to your wifey, dog. You know what I mean? We can talk shit right here. Rolling Heights. Much love.
Turn me up.
Let's go. Let's go.
Mic check 1 2. Back up in the booth. Go, Dub Creator, go, Dub Creator, go, Dub Creator, go. I'm an entrepreneur, you knew me when I was slanging tapes. Sunday afternoon, boy, these are the breaks. The car clubs that filled up Lake, Bombazi 6-4s pressed with that candy paint. Lot of shade, a well-known parasite. Catch me on the platform, hype with a pair of Nikes. Hit the studio, try to be paid in full. I got a family now and 2020 ain't cool. Things cost, being broke is no option. I got a mortgage while most of y'all out flossing. At the casa, pouring absolute vodka. Rap scholar, think about my next dollar. Rapping to a newer generation, but this here is timeless. And yeah, I took a vacation, but now I'm back. I couldn't wait later, so invite all the haters. They say.
That's it, bro.
I was put on the lady shit of brown hat on me. I was like, whoa.
I mean, I got some like, edgy stuff too. But like I said, we do everything, bro. It's just like sometimes you got to do them tracks where you got to get it off your chest.
Oh, you were spitting right there.
I just.
You were spitting right there. Hey, everybody.
Let's see.
You got another one?
Is that playing the Moons one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm playing the Moons one.
Play it, bro.
All right,
Yeah, here we go.
all right, this is the homie right here.
Exclusive shit.
He gonna hate me for this. He ain't even watching.
Let's
Let's promote his shit.
Yeah! That's what we talking about. We got ODM, Ladder Shit and Brown. Thank you so much,
I'm
my
back.
G.
What up,
Hey,
man?
we
Thank
out of
you,
here,
man.
my boy.
Gracias, bro.
Thank you, brother.
50 racks.
Yeah.
Hood style.
Hey, motherfucking 4 hours in this motherfucking bitch. Don't play with it, homie. This has been an honor. I love this shit. One of my favorite moments in the Hoodstocks history is this right here, dog.
I'm fortunate.
You know what I mean?
I feel special. Thank you.
Brother.
Being here. 4 hours in the fight. I'm the longest interview. Hopefully. Am I? I don't know. But we went through this whole damn bottle, man.
Thank you so much, bro. I mean, I felt pressure, bro. I felt the pressure. I mean, when I was sweating, I was hot, but I was sweating too because I didn't want to fuck shit up, bro. You know what I mean? I didn't want to fuck shit up, dog. On the way out of here, bro, you were in radio 20 years?
Yes, sir.
Give me a pointer. Why is this mic so far from you? Have you been doing that the whole time?
Nah, I might have hit it. I might got hype on that last one. Pointer, just based off of this interview now?
Yeah.
Because when I came to him, I was like, dude, like, you're a pro. I texted him. I go, you got it, bro. There's some people that, you got to work on it. But dude's got it. Like, when you can hold down an interview by yourself, sometimes you get interviewed people that don't want to say anything. They're just quiet or they're shy or whatever it is. Like, you can just pick up and go. That's what this dude does. He's got personality. You're very what's the word I'm looking for? Not aggressive. You aggressive too, but you like meaning you're not like, hey, what's going on? You're not quiet. You're loud. Like people, you're hyped. That's another thing. People want to be hyped. You know what I'm saying? When they're watching something, they want to be all boring. But I mean, just keep doing what you're doing, man. Like I said, I don't know how to see what your platform is. There's no holds barred. Like you could do whatever you want. This is a free platform. You can say what the hell you want. You can cuss on your shit. You can play what you want. You can just be you. But and this is a rule that I've learned in radio is you had your list of questions, which is dope. And sometimes you go off of that, and you know we go on an improv. But to me, improv is always the best before any paper. And
The
to
paper,
really like
the paper was fucking me up.
because remember, anything you asked me, I probably have already been asked
Yeah.
thousands of times,
Yeah.
and they probably have already heard it 1,000 times from other interviews.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind. Whoever it is, if it's a newer artist, ask your questions by all means. But I like to have a conversation with somebody who's on the chair, like say for Mariah Carey, for an example. We interviewed her. I didn't even care. Like she got her single. I already know what it's gonna do. Where you shop at? Like I was talking about Target or whatever. And she said, "Oh, I love Target." And we I got her. We started going to Target, and we was talking about Target. 2 Chainz came in, bro. He was fresh off a plane. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "Oh, like I gotta do this damn interview." And I saw like his attitude in his face. He really didn't want to do the interview. He was sitting there in his pajamas, bro, like straight out with the straight off the plane, came straight to the station. So I was already prepped for him. I always get to the music last. People can always look that up. I hit him about his daughter. When you talk about someone's child and like ask about them, you watch their whole world bright up, like their whole face light up. You hit them where you know like it's gonna like, but you have to really do your research to know about them. Like you check their grams, check their social media. What do they post about the most besides their music? If it's their loved ones, you hit them with their loved ones, and then you get them to talk. But we touched about everything here today, bro. Everything from, I think, from family life to music to 90s to newer music. Like, bro, we did it all, bro, and you handled it well. So hit that thing one time for yourself, bro.
Hey, my boy. Thank you for that, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you for being such a humble individual and coming on this small platform, bro.
Yeah.
It's a small platform, brother.
But you a real dude, Lucky. And I told you that. I ain't just faking the funk. I told you that on text. I was texting you, and he was like tripping out. He was like, "Hey, nah, I ain't gonna say shit. We'll keep that on."
He got me on some shit. He said, "We got a problem." Right before he got here, he texted me. He goes, "Look, we got a problem." And I ain't gonna lie, bro. My like fucking heart dropped. And I was like, "Oh, he's not gonna make it."
I go, "We got a problem with the fire emoji." And I said, "Hit me, bro." So he's thinking, I already know the worth. Like, oh, this dude ain't gonna show up. We're 30 minutes away. So he hits me. He's like, "What's going on, man?" I'm on the phone. I'm like right down the street. I go, "Hey, bro, you saw the fire emoji, right? Did you call the fire marshal? Because I'm about to bring some heat to your fucking podcast." He goes,
He got me. He got me on that shit. Yeah.
Let's go.
Hey, ODM, lighter shaded brown, hood stocks. Don't play with it. We
Newborn
out
Miracle Saturday. Newborn Miracle. Go get it.
We love you, motherfuckers. Newborn Miracle. Cop that shit Saturday. We out of this bitch.